All right. Officially live. Hold on. I gotta. There we go. We were echoing for a second, but I fixed it. We are good. Hey, chat. How's it going? MG, thank you for having me. I can actually talk to you now. I was doing I said it before, but I was doing my absolute best to not talk or make sure that the interactions are genuine, like you were saying. Thank you for having me on, man. No, it's been fun. I can't say no to a good conversation, and I'm already loving the energy and the vibes. Wait. You're muted. I don't know if chat's memeing, but they're saying you're muted.
I'm always.
That's perfect. That's a community meme. You love to see it.
Oh my god. How many times? Oh, pre-stream we were like, I got this, UD, I got this, and now I'm muted.
At least you have the face cam on. I always have my face cam off for some reason when I start streaming. I never realize it.
Wow, okay. Yeah, face cam is not a permanent fixture for me, so like having it on, it surprises me as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Fair. You're a handsome guy, though. I feel like that's
Thank you. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you too. I don't know if that's
Thank you.
yeah, weird to say, but I mean, we're two guys.
Heck yeah, man. Gotta compliment people when they look good.
Yeah.
I said it before, but I am very jealous of the fresh cut. But go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, I thought it might have been too short, but now I see it on stream. Okay, it's not too bad.
Looks great. No, it looks really good. Chad agrees.
Okay, so yeah, just what I was saying when I was still muted. I do have 10 pulls on my Chinese account for the collaboration. I already got one part. So it's still far from the guarantee, but you know, we're gonna try it anyway.
I haven't seen the stigmas. The stigmas look amazing.
Yeah. Okay.
Wow.
So that's T. M looks really cool, and I got it.
Dude, M looks really good.
Yeah. And B, well, she's just tired. And that's the bow. Yep.
The bow is so awesome.
It is.
I can't believe I can believe it because I predicted it, but at the same time, I can't believe it happened this fast because I thought it would happen in like 2 years from now. Honkai X Genshin, like, dude.
Yeah, I mean, I did have like other characters in mind, but I think Fish makes a very good crossover as well. Just,
I agree.
Yeah, I was kind of hoping for like a Catalyst user. You know, might have been more fun.
I was really hoping for Fuhua to pop up in the collab event.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
that would have been really cool. I'm biased. I really like Fuhua.
Who knows? So Fuhua is your favorite Valkyrie?
You know, it's really hard. I can't decide between Fuhua and Mei, but if I had to pick between one of them, it has to be one of those two.
Oh, okay. Because I was deciding who to put on the bridge.
Oh, I mean... Oh, that's so hard. I just did chapter 17, so maybe Mei?
Oh, okay. It's a good thing I have their newest battle suits. This is a free account, by the way.
So... Oh, you have the... Oh, wait, this is a free-to-play account?
Yeah, I mean, this is the Chinese server, so I started it later than I did my main, which is on SEA. But yeah, it's been going on for like 1.5 years, and it's pretty decent. I don't play like super sweaty on it, like with the arena and all that, but like most of the key equipment I do have, so pretty lucky. Yeah, okay. I realized we didn't do any introductions. Do you want to start with an intro? Because
that's
it's like
idea.
2 different communities, right?
For those that don't know, my name is Unreal Dreamer. I am a Honkai Impact, Genshin Impact, and now a Punishing Grey Raven content creator. Been making YouTube videos for about 2.5 years. I also streamed on Twitch for the first 2 years, and then I jumped over to YouTube after I reacted to 3 Honkai Impact cinematics. And biggest reason for the jump was because the YouTube channel blew up like crazy, and the community was absolutely phenomenal, and it was international, and Twitch is not international friendly. So we made the jump to YouTube as soon as possible.
Ooh.
And it's been a crazy 6 months, because all of this has happened in the last 6 months when I've been on YouTube for about 2.5 years. So it's amazing. It's amazing.
Nice. Okay. Before I do my intro, or maybe I can do my intro while I'm adjusting this, because people are saying that your volume is a little low, so I'm gonna have to bump it up a bit. Let me just go back to the stream cover, and yep, from here.
Let me know if you want me to bump up my volume too.
Okay. I think I can do it from here. I'm bumping you up by 70%. We're getting 170% of Unreal Dreamer, guys.
I like it. Past 100. That's my style.
Okay. So as for me, I mean, people know me as MG. I've been doing Honkai content for, I think, close to 3 years. I started with the Southeast Asian server, and it really started as a bit of a meme because, like, at that time, there was a bit of controversy with, like, gacha games. People were saying that they were having rates that were not true, so I uploaded my pools to, like, be a guarantee, you know, like, oh, if we calculated and the statistics are not right, then I have proof, you know, and I can, like, do something with it. Yeah, and yeah, so people started watching from there for some reason, and yeah, so it's primarily just Honkai. I do stream Genshin, but I have all the characters in Genshin, but I'm not like a super serious player there. It's just casual.
Got you.
Yeah, just for like
awesome.
Yeah, filler content kind of a thing. Yeah, so okay. I guess we're just gonna pull for a bit because I've been waiting to do this, and I don't know if I wanted to stream it or not. But you know, since we're here, we might as well do it. So we are getting the Paimon tickets for the collaboration instead of like focus supply tickets. So there is something here, which is pretty interesting. We can actually, I don't know where it is. We can, oh, it's here. I don't know if this is going to come to like all the other servers, but apparently we can change the focus supply tickets if we have them in the Chinese server for the Paimon one.
Oh.
So like, you know, we're not limited.
Interesting.
Yeah. But I'm not going to do that because I have enough for 10, so I'm just going to pull 10.
I like it.
Yep. Here we wait. What was the last thing I got?
So what are we looking to get? What's the goal? The dream pool.
The dream pool would be
or the stigmas.
The weapon.
Weapon.
Yeah, weapon first. It seems like it's harder to get for me. I don't know on the Chinese server, and it's easier on my main. So let's hope for the weapon. All right, guys, let's go.
All right, let's bring in the luck.
Ooh.
Something big?
Not yet.
Oh.
Gacha's always really loud, I realize.
Yeah. They really try to like sell it home at how
much money you're spending. Oh!
I didn't want to say it. Oh!
Oh my god. Wow.
Got the weapon!
Nice.
Hey,
Nice.
Go!
Oh my god, that's cool. Oh god. Wow.
Go! That's good. Like that's a good start to the stream.
That is a very good start.
Ritual never fails, man. I did the ritual while you were talking. Let's go.
Wow. Okay, that's good. That's good. Wow, I did not expect that. We got like 2 off-rate pulls when I was doing it on Twitch. I was like, oh no. And well, finally we got the weapon. Okay, where is she?
Heck yeah, man.
All right. So yeah, I mean, since we did our intros and today is not going to be like gameplay heavy, I'm going to kind of start with like yeah, we talked about like how you came into the scene with like reacting to like the animated shorts. There was one thing I kind of memed on a while ago. Kind of maybe something you did. I'm gonna credit you for doing it. I think you kind of like started a trend with your Genshin player reacts to Honkai or something, or plays Honkai or something. Like, you were the first one who did it, and then, like, that was fine, but, like, a lot of people started doing it after that.
Yeah, it was, I've been trying to deny it, but people kept sending me evidence in my DMs, and I was like, Okay, maybe we were one of the first people. I wasn't expecting that.
At least to me.
Oh,
At least to me. I think you
yeah,
were the first one I saw. And I did a stream kind of just to meme it of like Honkai, but I did say in the stream that it's just to talk about the topic and not
yeah,
because like I was just kind of genuinely curious. Yeah, curious is the word. To see like why in a way kind of that works, but also doesn't really, because like it seems like out of the people who did it, you're the only one who kind of really blew up with it, which is I kind of understand
yeah.
now, but yeah, so it's gonna be a bit of story time thing, but so where do I start then? I think like okay, let's summarize, right? That stream kind of gave me the answer of like people were getting into Genshin at that point in time, and
Yep.
I don't know if you're gonna have the same answer, even if you do have an answer, but like so a lot of people were getting into Genshin at that point in time. So Genshin was blowing up, and because of that, Honkai was also getting attention. And I think why it worked, also like I think the timing was good for you, but like why it worked was because I got a few answers, like people DM'd me or gave me comments, which was what I was really looking for with doing that stream, of like because they entered the scene the same way that you did. Like they came in from Genshin and then they were thinking of jumping to Honkai. So that was relatable to them in that sense. Like, oh, this
Right.
guy also like has nothing but an impression of Genshin, and now he's picking
Yep.
up Honkai. Like, oh, I want to see that. And I think that was what really worked for you. But I mean, not gonna lie, it was kind of annoying to see like people all jumping on that and then like just
Yeah.
but like also like we did have a bit of a talk. Like I talked to like some of the mods, my mods, or the mods from Honkai, because like we worked together a bit like for the official streams.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like I remember saying that, it's good that it's working out for you, but I'm really interested to see where you'd be taking it,
Yeah.
because there's only that limited amount of like animated shorts. So like I
Yep.
hopped into like some of your streams, and I don't think like reaction is now the I know it's a good title for you because it's like your brand, and I really fully support that you keep using it. But like
Yep.
I feel like you have successfully like moved away from that, which is something that I feel like is really nice to see. I don't know if that's your objective. So, no
Yeah, you're pretty nail on. Spot on with that. It's I still do reactions, and I love sharing my hype for new things that I see. But at the same time, it's also like I genuinely love Honkai. So now we've just like been streaming the story, and a big part of the channel that I kind of owe a decent. My biggest amount of success came from the cinematic reactions,
Mm-hmm.
but a lot of my success from what I've seen was me geeking out about my passion with like the music and the cinematic edits, right?
Yeah, that's something you do really well, honestly.
Yeah,
But
so that's something that I kind of hyper focused on. And for streams, I'm a story I love geeking out about like the little details about everything. So for streams, I've been trying to focus on really enjoying the little moments and the little things in a chapter,
mm-hmm.
and then trying to have discussions after the chapter as well. In terms of content, it's been reaction, gameplay, music breakdown, and then every now and then focusing on the mechanics for characters or weapons or play styles that I really like. But I'm a loud, expressive guy, and I do great with improv. I can come up with things on the fly. I'm pretty good at talking. I am terrible at organizing like an informative guide video. That's just not my style for the most part.
Okay.
I've tried. I can't read off of a script. I stutter when I read off of a script, and it's
It pretty much
it's
just
pretty interesting. So we try
takes
to balance
practice.
as much as we can.
Yeah. I mean, okay, so I did see something in chat. I don't know if I should call it out, but I did get that when I was doing that meme stream. I think it's healthy to talk about. Wait, let me just see that comment. I don't think it's toxic. I think it's fair, but like, let's see. Where do we go? He's just salty because UD gained more subscribers than MG in a short amount of time.
Nah, none of that, fam. None of that. None of that. Let's
I
stay
don't know.
classy. Let's stay classy.
I don't know which community you're from, but I'm not gonna say that's toxic because it certainly is the way the internet sees things. Like,
Yeah.
it's kind of what makes it hard to pull up certain topics to talk about. And I really considered. I reconsidered a lot before I like titled the stream that because I was afraid it would come out offensive or
Yeah.
not the intention that I had. And apparently, I think it really did have that effect. But it did surprise me with how positive people were with it. Like,
Yeah.
people actually came into the stream and we did actually have like a really civil discussion. So I didn't get
Heck
memed
yeah.
on, during the stream, but like I did see comments on the community post after. I was like, it's fine. The stream was done. Nothing happened during the stream, so that was
Yep.
good. Yeah, and I am aware like of like the numbers and things like that, but
Yep.
nah, I don't think it bothers me too much. So
Yeah, I don't think I think numbers isn't a thing I ever hyper focus on with subscriber count, just because
yeah,
like every creator is like on a different journey in terms of what parts of the channel are doing good. So he's actually in the chat right now, but Island, I'm gonna use you as an example because we had this discussion off stream and it was an awesome topic. By the way, real quick, I love these discussions. Feel free to like be as honest as you want. I
alright.
geek out about getting on this stuff. I was talking to Island, and Island is at 20,000 subscribers, and I just hit 19,000 subscribers. So we're basically at the same thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
But if you look at our channels, what is successful is like the opposite. So like, I tend to get a lot more live viewers than Island does,
Mm-hmm.
even though we're at the same amount of subscriber count, right? But
Okay.
his videos typically like smokes my videos in view count.
Wow.
And I think that's, and it's like not even a comparison, whether you're looking at my live viewers with his live viewers or vice versa, his video views with my video views, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's a really good example of how like subscriber count doesn't really,
Yeah.
and like your numbers doesn't really dictate how much success you're having.
Yeah, it really doesn't.
And at the end of the day, like you and me could have never talked before,
Mhm.
right? But the bigger you get, the more success I will have thanks to it. And the bigger I get, the more success you will have to it, because that's just how content works.
That is very
what
true.
I've seen.
Yeah, because we're kind of like in the same community anyway.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, look, the real situation is that even if we didn't get along and we like create a drama of like, oh, I hate you, you hate me, we'd still get more views because that's the internet.
Yeah, exactly. That's how the internet works, man. Like we're in the same space, so
Yeah.
it doesn't matter who has more subs or who gets more views. Like, what was I have a friend named Chaotic, and he uploaded a video,
Mhm.
and his video wasn't doing good, and then I uploaded a video right after his, and it was just me expanding on his video, right? And then his video blew up.
Oh, wow.
Even though the initial views I got was way bigger than his video blew up way farther than mine. And that's just a good example. Like, if one creator succeeds, eventually those views will bleed into other creators, and that's what you want.
Yeah, kind of, yeah. Okay, so we got through that. I'm gonna do a bit of gameplay because that's what we usually do on these streams.
I like it.
And
I
also
like it,
it's
I
gonna
like it.
get me like 200 crystals, so why not?
Heck yeah.
Yeah, but in
I
the
see
meantime,
you got Bronny on there. She's one of my favorite
Yeah.
characters.
it's a really meme build. This account is surprisingly lucky, and I don't make the best of it. I'm kind of guilty of that, but whatever, man. I wouldn't mind like just
Hey,
collecting
man,
it.
as long as you enjoy it.
Yeah. I got this, like, I got her full set of equipment in 30 pools. And, yeah, that
God,
was
that's
insane.
wild.
And then, like, you needed 40 for this costume. And I was
Right.
talking to Chad, I was like, wait, do we do the 10? I can't miss out on a costume. So
Yeah,
we did it anyway. It was really funny.
that's awesome.
Yeah, so we're gonna have that play in the background. I am still trying to read chat. And people are asking about the Kiana jacket. It is right here.
Oh, yeah. My fam knows I love that jacket so much. I talk about it every time it appears in the story. It's just so. Can I ask you a real question though?
Yeah.
Like, and you don't have to answer if you don't want to. But what's the quality of the jacket compared to your other jackets in terms of like how you like it in terms of feel?
Oh,
'Cause
uh-huh.
I saw weird reviews. So I saw like some people liked it, but I saw a lot of reviews saying that it looked great and it got the job done, but the material wasn't what was off is what I kept seeing. I don't know if that was like a mistranslation or
I honestly think it feels comfortable.
Ooh,
And this one
okay.
that I always wear is actually known as the Judah jacket. Yeah. So I wait, let me grab it.
Interesting.
So it
I'm a fashion
comes
geek.
with this. It's a pin that I've never. It's a chain and a pin that I've never put up on the jacket.
Ooh.
So apparently it's supposed to. I don't know if it's out of focus or
Oh,
not.
is that a Judah pin?
Yeah, it's supposed to go something
Oh,
like
nice.
like this. So it's like, kind of like, I have no idea how to put it. But it's really comfortable. That's why I'm always wearing it.
Nice.
And yeah, there's also like a Judah sign on like the hood.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, Judah. There we go. I don't know if you guys can see it clearly, but yeah.
Oh, that's really nice. Is that like embroidered on there? Like
Yeah,
a
it
stitch?
is. It was hard to get. It was sold out twice. That's how
bet.
crazy it was. Like, people were buying it like it was a free item on the store or something. And I tried so hard to get it. Yeah, and then like the Kiana jacket came out and I got them both. So
Nice.
so yeah, that was crazy. The Kiana jacket honestly also feels really nice. So I don't know. Like I said, when we were off stream, if you have a PO box, you got your address, just give me the address. I'll
Dude,
send one to you.
I will pay you for the trouble. I sincerely mean that. Dude, I'm excited. Hopefully.
Yeah, don't worry too much about the payment, But one thing I don't really like about like transferring funds, you have to pay for the transaction fee. Man, that's like kind of a waste of money.
It is a little waste of money, but for Kiana jacket, it's worth it. It's worth it.
Yeah, all right. We'll look into getting one for you, and I'm just gonna hop on into gameplay, but we'll still be able to talk. No problem with that. Yeah. So, I was talking about like that topic about like, it's nice that you were able to like move away from like just reactions. Also, like I feel like you're not really reaction now. Oh my God, my Twitch notifications are on. That was Ai-chan saying, I hope we get along or something like that. Yeah, so whoops. I don't know how to turn it off. Wait, let me go to OBS and like quickly remove it. I don't know if I can, but is that, wait, I removed it. Okay, well, we'll figure something out. But thank you for following me on Twitch, whoever it is. I can't see it.
Heck yeah.
Not what I was looking for.
on Twitch.
Yeah. But yeah, so I feel like I popped into like one of your Honkai streams, two of your Honkai streams, and one of your Genshin ones. And I was like, yeah, because like before that, I never really was in your streams. Sometimes like when you're streaming, I think like I'm streaming or like I'm at work or something, so it's kind of like, yeah, I couldn't really catch them. And then so how we also like how I got to the point of like reaching out. Okay, maybe I'm just gonna turn the game sound a little lower. So how I got to the point of reaching out is like you were suggested a lot when I asked for like, oh, if you guys think of someone, let me know. And then like the first stream was kind of okay because like we were focusing. Thank you for the follow. I'm gonna go to Streamlabs and turn this down real quick. So like the first one, because people kind of knew that I was like focusing on the Twitch streamers, because like I don't think Honkai has too much of a scene on Twitch. Maybe it's because of what you said, because like it's not as international friendly. I guess, but I don't know. So like, I felt like they are also really passionate about Honkai. So I just kind of like felt it would be nice to interact with people, and have some of them on. And then like from the second stream onwards, people were like suggesting you, and like every end of the stream, I would see like, I look forward to your stream with Unreal Dreamer. I was like, guys, I haven't even like, well, I don't even know the guy, right? And so I was like, okay. So I asked my guests, and I asked around, and they're like, yeah, he's a really nice guy. Like I've seen his stuff. Zikado was also one of them that I asked, and like they said, yeah, UD's like a really chill guy. I was like, okay, so I looked into your content. I was like, yeah, because it's not just like, sometimes I don't want to invite people, like, because it's not because they're not good or like anything. It's just I don't know if our personalities will be good, right? And
Yep.
I don't know if like it'll become an awkward situation or anything like that. There's definitely going to be people out there who are, it's not that they can't speak to anyone. It's just that, character and character maybe not it. So I went to watch your stuff and was like, okay, I can see it. And then I reached out. So here we are.
Yeah, I was excited when you reached out because I've seen your name pop up in both my Discord community and also like you were always, if I'm not mistaken, like one of the official streamers that would always get talked about by MiHoYo during like the beta featured streams, right?
Yeah, for SEA, yes.
Yeah, for SEA. So I saw that and I was like, oh, okay. Like when you DM'd me, I was like, oh, one of the creators that MiHoYo really enjoys like reached out to me. Like that's a really cool moment for me.
Whoa.
And then I talked about it with my Discord after we had talked about like getting the time slot secured, right? And Discord was like, oh, like he is awesome. He's super chill.
Wow.
He makes great content. I'm like, oh, okay, perfect. Like this is gonna be a great time.
Thank you, guys. Okay, let me just get my follow down to having no volume. All right, we're good. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I appreciate that. I also appreciate anyone in your Discord who happens to be here. Thank you so much for the good review. Woof. But yeah, I think also like on that topic, not to stray too far away from the original one, but on that topic, I think I kind of got lucky in that sense because like I don't think like in SEA there are that many English based content creators who like both are willing to show their face and talk. Yeah, so like for the English slot, it's kind of a little harder to find like someone to do it. I feel that's the reason why I've been on, because like SEA has like 4 different languages: English, Vietnamese, Thai, and Indonesian. So I feel like for the other languages, it's kind of easier to find someone, but for English, maybe in that category, not yet. Which is also why like which is also why like I'm looking out for like on the lookout for MiHoYo as well, because we do have talks like behind the scenes and they're like, oh, they also do want to feature like other content creators who are like passionate about game, working hard at it. And yeah, so that's why we kind of started this like podcast stream to like give them I don't want to say it because I don't think my channel is that big, but like to like also give them a bit of a spotlight, I feel, in that sense. Because from like the official streams, people do stay and like come onto these streams, so hopefully MiHoYo will be able to find someone else to do it. Not that I don't want to do it, but like it'll be nice to also be able to watch one because I've been doing it for all versions.
I've been seeing that, and it takes a lot of work to do, and we appreciate it as well.
Thank you so much.
Yeah,
it's also really funny because a lot of people come on assuming I'm on NA, and they're like, we give out the crystal codes, right? And they're like, it's not working, and I'm like, guys, we're SEA. Like, it's different, So that's also really funny. Yeah, but I mean, I'm still enjoying it. We learn a lot each stream, and look forward to it all the time. But also, like, back to the topic of like, I feel like you've done a really good job. And I was saying like I've hung out on some of your streams. Yeah, so I think like you can't really change your branding or title to like not put the word reaction in, because like imagine like saying story time with UD or something might not be
it might not be it might I've thought about it, like, no, that's a bad idea.
Yeah, I mean, maybe you'll come up with like, I trust that you'll come up with like a brilliant name for it if when the inspiration hits you. But yeah, for now I think reaction is still good. Honestly, at least you're like, and also that's one thing I want to talk about. Like kind of like clickbaiting on YouTube is, I mean, because like when I started to like have a bit more subscribers as well, like people have talked about it.
Yep.
And I honestly think that people should, not because, yeah, it's kind of like controversial because like even the big YouTubers or streamers, I don't know if streamers have to do it, but like even the biggest YouTubers, like 20 million subscribers, they also have to do that, apparently is what they say.
Yeah.
Because like, yeah, it's that very first step of like getting people in, and then you know, they come for the clickbait, but they stay for like the personality or the content or whatever. And
Exactly.
yeah, so like I feel like that comment was really convenient in chat of like saying that I was salty, because like I feel like it's if we were to, or if someone like me were to say like, oh, this person is just relying on clickbait or something like that, then that's you know, it's be really hard for me to like bring up this topic, because like there's always that level of like people will be judging you for what you say as well. But you know, I really I feel like I want to be on your side with this. I'm not saying you clickbaited, but like how do I put it? Like the word reaction and stuff like that, you have to keep it in, you know? It's not like it's you know, it's not something you can change that easily, because that's the way YouTube works. And I bring it up because I have been trying to, like, I wanted to do it, but I don't know if like it's good for like the channel that I've built, because like how do I put it? I feel like I've also tried it, like I have. Usually my gacha videos are like, oh, expansion supply for so and so or something like that, and I realize it's the same thing, but it doesn't get as many views as if I put like legendary pools for so and so, you know, like spending how many crystals. And oh my god, it's like it's a really hard thing to like.
It's a hard balance to find.
Yeah, it is, because like you don't want to go too clickbaity, but you also don't want to like not have that level of clickbait to the point where like people just finding your channel or just seeing your video and like browsing don't want to click on it. Oh, so like, oh man, I've also been trying to like find that sweet spot. I think you have in some way, because like I look at your titles, they're not clickbaity, but also they're still able to catch people's attention. Mine is just like plain boring, man. I gotta work on it.
It takes a lot of time. I know it might seem like it took me forever, man. I streamed and made YouTube videos for 2.5 years, and I streamed to like 5 to 10 people maximum for 2.5 years. And then
okay.
Yeah. And then my first 2.5 years of making YouTube videos, I only built up to 600 to 700 subscribers.
Well, that's a long time. I mean, it's it also, I did look at your old content, actually. That's one of the first few things I do when I'm looking at someone's channel.
Yeah, it was the thumbnails were bad, titles were bad. I was still learning. And what was it? COVID hit, and pandemic did like hit me really hard on a variety of things, but I got evicted from my apartment, TLDR.
Whoa.
And and I moved back with family. And when I moved back with family, I was like, okay, I gotta like figure out what I can do to like survive if COVID number 2 comes, right?
Yeah.
Because you can't work like the typical 9-to-5 job that I had. I was a coffee barista for like 5 years as a professional barista.
Wow.
Yeah,
that's something we have in common. I was a barista when I was in uni.
We're fellow coffee baristas.
Yeah, with Starbucks.
Man. That explains why you're so good at like hosting and talking.
Yeah,
I was wondering. I'm like,
it's one of the things they make you do. They're like, you have to talk to the customers.
Yes, you have to talk to the customers, and you have to get good at it, whether you like it or not. Yeah, that helped my streams a lot. That's so cool. Yes, we got evicted, and we moved back with the family, and TLDR, I stopped streaming and stopped making YouTube videos for 5 months.
Whoa.
And I decided, okay, I need to make money in a non-physical way, so it has to be online. Let me do graphic design. So I studied graphic design for 5 months, and then I also studied business and marketing while at my dad's, still here. And then I was like, you know what? Like, we have time now. Let's make a stream or two. on Genshin, and then we did a few, and I released a few with the new updated like graphic design knowledge on the thumbnails, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I got my first ever good video. I went from like 50 views or 100 views on a video to I got a 3,000 view video, and to me that was like oh, like I was running around the house like, oh, let's go.
I can imagine.
And yeah, and we did like 4 to 5 Genshin videos with that, and I got comments on, I think it was my Klee video, if I'm not mistaken. I got comments on my videos like, hey, you always talk about the music and the story. Have you considered Honkai Impact?
Oh.
And I was like, no, I haven't. I've seen the game, but it doesn't interest me. No, like.
Oh, I saw this on your
said,
stream recently.
Yeah,
I heard you talk about it. You thought it was a waifu simulator.
I thought it was a waifu simulator. Like, no, I love the game now, right? Please don't hate me. It's just the ads I kept getting on it was like just the waifus.
Yeah. Waifus
so
sometimes.
I was like, oh, avoid the game. But they kept saying like, just react to this one cinematic. React to the one cinematic, and if you don't like it, you can let go. I'm like, okay, cool.
Oh.
So I'll do the one cinematic, and I watched Lament of the Fallen, and I was hooked.
Oh, yours is that one. Okay. I mean, I kind of brought that up because like the people who were like jumping onto the trend, they didn't choose that same video. They chose the Will of the Gacha, I think, is the one where no, Last Lesson. And I kind of like, yeah, it was kind of like, oh, it kind of annoyed me because like people start at the biggest spoiler in the game.
Yeah, that was me. I'm there 100%.
I mean, you started at Lament of Fallen, not too bad because you probably wouldn't have known like who died or what.
Well, here's the worst part is I had to start the second video I ever made on Honkai with an apology in the beginning.
Oh.
I recorded the Lament of the Fallen reaction. And after I recorded the Lament of the Fallen reaction, the video ends. You know how it says recommended videos, right? The next recommended video was Final Lesson, and I couldn't help myself. And I was like, oh, I watched one, I might as well watch the next one. So I kept recording. This was the same day, same time.
Oh,
my shirt is probably the same. And I clicked it, and I watched Final Lesson, and I recorded both then and there.
Oh, no.
And then I edited the Lament of the Fallen reaction. I uploaded it, and I got comments like, "Don't react to Final Lesson. Don't react to Final Lesson." I was like, "Oh no, I wasn't supposed to. Oh no, that character was an important character." Like,
yeah, yeah. I mean, like, I was kind of like, my issue with the thing, like, and I tried to keep it off the channel as much as I could, so only like the people closer to me kind of heard like my opinion back then. But it was kind of like, I don't know like how genuine like half of these people starting with, because I feel like starting with Final Lesson is a bit of a targeted, and I could be wrong, right? People can like flame me all they want about, you know, because like it has the biggest reaction out of like everything. But how genuine is like the reaction when there's no attachment to Himeko in comparison to like players who played 100%. It and then like, you know, got there. So to me it was like, oh, I don't know, man. You know, I don't want to say too much about it, but yeah, so I'm just not gonna touch it. And then like I didn't publicly say anything because I know it's not gonna sound good. I can't blame people for thinking I'm salty if I really go all out to say that. So I knew that was something, you know.
Someone that's played the game, like, I 100% agree and understand you. Like, now that I've played it, I get like 100%, because once you have the context, it hits so much different.
Yeah, and it kind of like gets you because you're like, I don't know, does it feel clickbaity? I mean, for all intents and purposes, these people might just genuinely be interested in Honkai. But like from that perspective, it's like, I don't know, you know, why are they targeting this one? So it's kind of
No, I can see that. And I think the worst part about it was I'm not gonna say who, but I was told, and I was thinking that there were people that reacted, and they didn't get the views that they wanted, and they said on the video that like they were very excited to play, and then they never actually played the game.
Oh, Ooh.
And I feel like that is a good example of someone that like they weren't really
Yeah.
excited about it. They were just hoping for
So yeah, well, but also that's one thing. Like, I remember dropping a comment early on Shattered Samsara. And like people saw the comment and like they like replied to my comment, like MG reaction when I can't for the life of me do reactions. When I'm watching something, I'm so just invested, I sit there and look like a brick. So I'm just like, you know, it's like something cool is happening, something epic's happening, I'm just like staring, you know?
And that's totally a thing, because you're like you're immersing yourself in the moment. You know?
I'm just like so captivated by it, and like I feel like I'm not that emotionally in tune as well. Like I don't like parts where people cry or like are like super excited. Yeah, excited maybe sometimes I get a little, but like cry I don't usually reach that point. It's not like toxic masculinity or anything like that. It's just me, you know. I'm not like at that level. So I keep telling people I can't do reactions because I just don't have it in me, you know. So it's great that you have like you're on that other spectrum of like super reaction.
Like
it's
like I say it all the time. I'm a crybaby, man. Like genuinely, I am super emotionally sensitive. I feel and like the running joke between me and another content creator, Chaotic, is like it's easy to guilt trip me. I'm one of the most easiest guilt trippable person you will probably find, and I'm just a very emotional person. But the cool thing about your personality type is you immerse yourself in the moment, so you tend to appreciate and pick up on the full experience, and you would be surprised how I could be wrong. But I think you would be surprised how many people would enjoy seeing someone be immersed into it, because my personality type is not for everyone. You know, like I'm an emotional, sensitive guy. I get loud, I get hyped, I jump from my chair, I cry. But some people are like, dude, I'm trying to watch the cinematic. Can you not like be loud, right? Whereas with you, you're enjoying the moment, so they can. I feel like maybe your community could enjoy the moment with you a little bit better. I don't know. I could be wrong.
Yeah, I mean, I see the point in that, but I feel like at some point people might be thinking like, wait, did the camera just freeze or something? Like, is he moving? It's like I
actually get that a lot with Lament of the Fallen. Like, oh, I was so broken during that. Like, I don't even know like what to. I was just still.
Yeah, but also like back to that point, like I do really love music. And like I do like, but my way of like say like when a track that really hits like a really, you know, is really really great comes up, I'm just like, oh, this is a very nice background music, or this is a very nice piece, and then that's it. But it doesn't do justice to like how cool it is. And when I was watching you react to one of the Rexland's videos Alpha against like this boss who had like 30 or 60 bars of HP, right? And then like I think Narwhal was one of the tracks from PGR, which is really really cool. Like you just pause the video, go search it up, and be like, oh, we'll come back to that. And like the attention you give to the music is something that like I hope to do justice to the music by somehow giving it that level of attention, but I just can't. And like seeing you do that was like kind of, I felt that at least someone is able to like do that for like, and you probably did that for a lot of the Honkai parts, but I mean I can't follow like every single thing, but I feel like
of course.
you know, so like it's nice to, which also kind of was a bit of like I said, you know, I sometimes might be hesitant on like inviting people on just because of like the difference in personality. So like I feel like we're on different ends, but I still see that there's like that you know, similarities in many ways. So that's why I felt like this would probably work. So even though we're like, you know, I'm just a block of wood when watching videos and you're not, we could still talk. And I'm really glad that we did it. And we're
No,
still here.
I'm happy to be on here, and the conversation's been great. I've been loving the vibe.
Yeah.
It's nice to how do I say it? How do I say it? You're a great talker and you're a great host.
Oh,
but
thank you.
and this is the benefit to your personality type compared to mine. You don't forget the original topic we were talking about. You've done. I'm so glad you're on this podcast with me, even though it's your podcast. Because if I was the host, I'm the guy that like starts a topic, and then we'll talk, and I'm the one that keeps going over to the right, and I
At the end
completely
of
forget about.
stream, Yeah, you have
Yeah,
like 100 unfinished topics.
Yeah, that's me.
And people are like, UD, what about this? You were talking
Yeah.
about it for like 5 minutes.
Yo, the amount of times I look at chat, I'm like, oh, I forgot about that.
Well, and from a positive perspective, that's like more future content. So that's also good.
That is true. That is true.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, it did take a bit of like getting used to of like, oh, we have to return to the original topic. My first guest, Fenrisk, we have never spoken before that. And he did like 2 versions of the official stream for NA. And we only spoke like 30 seconds before we went live because like I said, we want to keep interactions to a minimum. But like I did feel like, okay, we could probably do well like in a podcast situation, and like yeah, we really hit it off, and like we went on for 3 hours, and like it was a little hard to like keep going back because like he's a very technical player as well, so we were like, oh, and this boss is like this hard to find, and then we were sharing like all the difficulties we face.
Yeah, the technical aspects of the combat, right?
Yeah.
Like,
And like
I
we
enjoyed my first boss in chapter 17 against I think it's Nihilus Husk, right?
Oh wow, that one's hard. Yeah.
Yeah, so that was the first time where like I had fun with the boss because I could experience, because a lot of all the past chapters before that were heavily nerfed, right?
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah. And that boss had a move set. You had to learn on the fly. I'm a veteran Final Fantasy 14 top raider.
Oh.
So I'm used to having to go into a raid that's brand new, blind. It takes weeks to clear, and you have no guides because you're the guy that comes up like that tests these mechanics out. So I'm there fighting the guy, and I'm like, I've never seen this mechanic before. He's got clock hands. Do I have to face through the clock hands? Okay, awesome. Like, I haven't had that feeling in a while. So I could totally see you and another person like just geeking out about the technical aspects of a boss fight. That's so awesome.
I mean, there's a lot of weird stuff like when you're taking on bosses. The kind of the thing we shared in common. I don't know like how many other people also share it, because like when we do like Memorial Arena, we try to get the fastest timing. So part of that entails like having the boss do the right moveset. And it's really annoying because like it's not really a test of skill, it's a test of perseverance, because you're like, oh, he didn't start with this move, restart. He didn't start with this move, restart. And I'm like,
restart.
Yeah, oh my god. It's kind of annoying, but in a way it's kind of a test of a skill, because like you have to restart like 20 times and you get it. Are you able to be like at that standard when you finally get it? Or do you screw up the one chance you get, So I can see it being like also a test of skill, but also it's kind of like, I could do without it. Yeah. So that was one of the things that come up. But also, like, I'm glad that you came up to this topic, because like I feel like that's one of the things that didn't really give me like a fair perspective of a lot of people coming into the Honkai scene. Not that I dislike any people coming in or anything. It's just that I look a lot at gameplay. But like through looking at your content, I realized that, you're doing a lot of what I wanted to do, which is like talk about the story and everything like that. But I don't think I have extensive enough knowledge of the story. Like, I know what happened, but I like to always like go find out like what is a Hesha, like how many are there, what are the extent of their powers, like, and to the point where it's like I'm like trying to become a professor at it or something, which is I don't know if that's healthy or not, but like your focus on the story is definitely something that, like I said, I probably wouldn't be able to get into just because of like the difference in personality. So yeah, I did realize that, oh, you're doing really great and you're like your story focused, and like we like you said, we're in the same community, but we're doing
Yep.
different things, and like I've learned to appreciate that more, especially like with your presence here. So yeah, something I learned from you.
Thank you. I will say, don't downplay your, like, if you want to. I think everyone enjoys different types of content for the channel differently, and everyone has like a passion project and like the main series they want to do, right?
Mm-hmm.
But don't downplay your ability to ever jump into the story, because if you ever want to cover that and that's a passion project for you, again, like, you would do a much better job at being organized and staying on topic. And I feel like you would tackle things much more methodically than I would. Like, Island XD just entered the Honkai Impact scene, and as a player that loves the story, I'm like, I can't wait for this guy to be caught up to the story, because he's gonna do such a better job at explaining what I have in my head that I don't know how to explain, like, chronologically in a method, like a
Mm-hmm.
in a chronological way, right?
Yeah. Like kind of organize it, what to say first, and like that's actually really hard to do. Yeah. I mean, like part of like, I don't know if people know, because I do a lot of like, each time a Valkyrie comes out or a Battlesuit comes out, I do an overview video, and it's not really like to tell people what to do. It's to tell people what it's about, and like. I feel like to me, honestly, for all that work, the only thing I think is useful generally for every level of player is that I put down when each skill is learned and what level, what rank they're upgraded at. Most of it, I think, is just, it's there because it's there. But the point of me starting that like series of videos was because previously we didn't really have access to like a lot of information if we didn't have the Valkyrie. So now in this account, like there are many battlesuits that I don't have, and you can't really like tell what to expect out of it. You can see like, oh, she learns this skill at like S2, S3, but it's like having that overview kind of tells you like, oh, at S rank, how strong will it be? If I'm gonna go for this Valkyrie, kind of that kind of thing. And I feel like it's been like, there's like two sides to how people see it. Some people see it as like not having any information because all the information is kind of in the game. But some people see it as like a lot of information, maybe because of the points that I put out there. So yeah, I mean, but I mean, back to the point of like, so me doing that, it's kind of difficult in the scripting part because I try to like have a flow of, and that's relating to like how you might probably be looking at like relating the story to others, because like I try to have a flow of like, oh, if I touch on this, but this part, like maybe evasion has like something special for this Valkyrie, and then like, oh, I haven't introduced that passive system, so this ties into this, so I can't introduce this skill first, I have to introduce that skill first. It's a lot of thinking for something that seems so simple. Honestly. Yeah, so I can see where you're coming from, but I also think that if you just sat down and like try to like organize it, you could probably, I believe you could do a good job with it.
I think I could do a good job at making a video that is a theory conspiracy video from start to end.
Ooh.
And get across all my points really well.
Ooh,
but I don't think I can do a good job at making sure it stays consistent and organized. If you ever see one of me where it does, that's probably because I cut out one part and then I moved it before another part, when in reality, like, that order didn't happen in real life, right? So like, with the music breakdowns, fun fact, behind the scenes, for all of my music breakdowns that I do on my channel, some of them I go super in depth and I actually like break down like all my favorite things and all the little intricacies of like each song.
Mm-hmm.
What you guys don't see is the recording is actually like 2 to 3 hours. And I'll cut out and stitch out all the important stuff and then organize it and then produce it.
Yeah, a lot goes on behind the scenes. Like I've been working on stuff like recently as well. I thought I could have a video out yesterday or 2 days ago. Didn't happen.
Yeah, I'm with you there, man.
Yeah, but it's a work in progress. But also,
It is.
okay, so for this, yeah, I can see how, because like it's also like really nice that we have the privilege of like being able to talk about the music, because music is a really touchy subject like for content creators because of the DMCA. But it's a good thing that like Koyo Mix doesn't claim all the stuff that we do.
Strike us all. I don't know if I would have a channel if they did.
Yeah. Okay, wait. I kind of enlarged your camera just a little bit because I realized that like I'm kind of a bit bigger on the screen. That's
no,
not my intention.
No, you're good. It's the same vibe either way.
Yeah. But yeah, so yeah, I mean, story. I won't do streams if I ever touch story, but it's definitely gonna be like videos. I've wanted to like, I don't know, make like a structured like, oh, this is chapter 1 to 5, but I also don't know if that's like something MiHoYo is looking at, because like, I feel like, some games they try to do like, anime releases maybe, but there is always a downside to doing that, and I see why developers don't want to do that, because first of all, I think like, oh man, I don't want to name other games, so I'm not going to, but there have been games that have been really hyped, right? And then they have an anime, and the anime is just bad. Even their own fan base is like, oh my god, why did they make this?
I know, I'm not gonna say the name, but I know which game you're talking about.
Yeah, and but I thought about it, and I feel like, oh, I know why they don't want to do it, because then people who would pick up the game for the story would not, because like there's the anime. Why am I gonna play that? And the same thing happened to me for a game called Tales of Fantasia. It's a really, really old game in the Tales series.
I love the Tales series. But
Yeah, PHA and something Fantasia. The anime series is a 4-part series, and it's done so well that I really just didn't want to play the game after. I was like, okay, I got the story, that's it. So I was like, oh, that's why, like, game, like, as the story's in the game, go to the game and get it, kind of a thing. And I'm like, okay, now I kind of understand. Yeah, so then that also like led into me thinking like, oh, then should I really summarize the story? Like, because like I'm not gonna do it the way you do, like playing the game and like going through the experience. I'm just gonna like pull up CGs and stuff and like, here's the story. You don't have to play the game in a sense.
Yeah.
So that might like, okay, maybe hold off on that.
I think even if you did that, maybe there's some players that wouldn't play the game of Honkai after they saw it, but I feel like it would still do good, and it would actually bring in more people, because more people would realize, this is gonna sound really mean, I'm not trying to downplay anything, more people would realize, idiots like me or airheads like me would realize it's not a waifu simulator. There's actually like a really good story. Like, I genuinely didn't know it had such an amazing story. And I feel like there isn't enough content that, or there could be more content that like deep dives into the story a little bit more, that's more organized and more consistent.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
I did want to touch on stuff like, what are the divine keys? Where's this divine key right now? Because like we don't have all the divine keys, and stuff like that. But I when it comes to those, it's not the same situation. That one for me is more like, I probably don't have that level of knowledge to do it. It's
a lot.
Yeah, there's just so much, because when you're reading up on like the divine keys and stuff, it's really it's like playing Genshin. You come pick this thing up and you look over there, oh, there's something to pick up. You go over there and pick it up, you look around, oh, there's something else to do. And it's the same thing when reading up about the divine keys. It's like you get to this piece of information, then it leads you to this and to that, and like I don't know how to like consolidate all that and make a video out of
Yeah,
it.
yeah, that's the tricky thing with Honkai is like everything is in different mediums, so like you can't enjoy,
True.
in my opinion, the
True.
full story experience without watching the manga. But then you also need to play the game, and you have to make sure you don't miss the cinematics. But you also have to do the chronicles, which I'm guilty of not completing yet. And if you miss any one part, you're missing like an important part of the overall like MiHoYo Honkai verse, right?
True. Yeah.
So it's a little tricky. I don't blame you. It's really hard to do. I don't know if I'll ever. I'll definitely have discussion videos, but I don't know if I'll ever do that either.
But yeah, the difference. Oh my god, I don't have enough Valkyries to do that one. Okay, but anyway, the difference between like an older player, super old. Like I remember being called a Honkai elder by someone. I'm not gonna name, but I'm not that old. But anyway, yeah, the difference between like newer players and before is that when we had some of the chronicles, they were released like these events. So we thought they were only going to be there for a limited period of time. And that drove people to like play it like crazy. And it was a lot. The chapter with, wait, where are chronicles here? The chapter with Himiko had like so many different missions. It's more than this. There were there were a whole bunch of it, like the entire map, and then you have to go through the entire map. Man, it was crazy. So I'm glad that they kind of like made, compressed it into like the chronicles, but that was just a fun fact I want to share. Before that,
wait, so it was an event before. It wasn't consolidated into the chronicles it is now.
Yep. So we had like an entire chapter. We thought it was like a side story, and then they kind of like blended it into the main story. Yeah, it was kind of weird. They were probably just figuring themselves out. So they did that for the first two. They did that for the Chiyo, which is like, Himiko goes crazy and then we have to fight Himiko. And that was kind of a big deal because like people were not equipped to even fight like a story stage at that point in time. Like hard difficulty on that boss was pretty hard. And like people didn't have like upgraded weapons or like 4-star Stigmata, and we were all getting owned. And then after that they did Theresa Origins, and then they like took the whole thing out, and then they came back with like, oh, now we have Chronicles, I think. Or no, they actually did a lot more. I think they did until like Colin Fantasy before they started doing Chronicles. Yeah. So I think it worked at a start because like there was that FOMO of like, oh my god, if I don't catch this right now,
I'm gonna miss it.
Yeah, but kind of fun fact. I always share that because like even like the guests that I have, most of them are pretty new to the game, so a lot of them like don't really know like all the older things. So when we hit that kind of topic, I kind of like to just share like, oh, what it used to be. Yeah, really. Also like the story got revamped.
I noticed that. I noticed that going through it. I was like, oh, wait a second. I'm noticing that there's a quality revamp in the beginning.
Yeah, there was. So it was an event called Reburn, and that's why like this jacket is called the Reburn jacket because
that makes sense.
Yeah, that's when they introduced like Kiana wearing this jacket, and so everybody calls it like the Reburn jacket because of that. It didn't hit like all the I don't know what was up with the event. It didn't hit like all servers. I think like CN and JP got it, and then like most of the other servers didn't get it like as an event. It just got like ninja updated into the story, which was kind of sad, but like we didn't really miss out on most stuff, except for like the gameplay aspect. It was really fun because I got to play it on. At that time, I didn't have my Chinese account. I had a Japanese account and my main, and so I got to play it on JP, and it was really fun because like it's part of those kinds, like you start with Kiana, White Comet, and then you go in, you earn a battle suit, you earn an upgrade, you earn a weapon, So it kind of like brought back that like JRPG playstyle kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
So I was kind of disappointed that it didn't hit like some of the other servers, but we didn't really miss that much except for like an experience, which I kind of downplaying it, but yeah.
Yeah, no, I feel you. I've seen a few events be exclusive to certain servers before. It's
Global got it. So
Wait,
SEA was
Global
the one
got
that
it?
didn't get it. Oh my god.
Oh man.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry.
well, I got to play it. Sorry to the
I
other
thought-
SEA players.
Oh, you got to play it?
Because
Oh,
I got the Japanese account, and that account was also insane luck. I got the Hesha of the Void in 3 pools, her weapon in 1 pool, and then I got the
dang!
Vermilion Knight in 4 pools, and I was like, oh my god, that is crazy. But also, like, I was working, I'm still working, but my work at the time was, like, busier. It was getting busier, and I had to drop the account, which was kind of sad. I don't know if I still have, like, the login details, but damn, that account. I did make videos out of it, so so it's somewhere.
At least you got some value out there, right?
Yeah. But yeah, that was really fun. Okay. Woo. All right. I want to like kind of catch up with chat also. You know, I always get memed on because like when gameplay gets like intense, they always say I don't read chat. And there always be those comments of like, he's never gonna see this. And when I look over, I'm like,
Man.
I saw that.
I'll be doing the story, and sometimes I get so immersed into the story, I'll go like an hour or like 30 minutes of like completely forgetting about chat because I'm just like so immersed in it. And I'll look over and it's like, Dreamer, you're supposed to do this. I'm like, I didn't know.
Yeah. I mean, that's not too bad because like you're still being entertaining. The worst thing is like you look over and it's something like, MG, you're muted. I'm like, oh my god. I was like, I've been talking for the past 20 minutes and no one heard it? Oh no.
Oh no, dude.
Yeah, that's like the worst thing. I think there was one like I don't know. I think there was one where I like because I have 2 settings. One helps me see chat easier, so I use that more often now, which is not full screen. It's like 1600 times 900. So I get a bit of the screen, and I can like kind of slide chat next to the game, so like I can see chat while I'm still playing, even if it's intense. And I think there was once I was playing on full screen, but I left it on 1600 setting, so it's like cropping out like 70%, 30% of the screen. And I was like, oh no. So there's all sorts of like technical difficulties that you don't want to see when you're ignoring chat. So
Yeah,
it's good
100%.
though. Like it reminds you that you have to look at chat.
No, and the good thing is it becomes a meme of the community then.
yeah, it definitely.
The
does.
bad thing is like how long do you want to keep seeing the meme, you know?
Yeah. I mean, if people enjoy it, not intentionally, but it happens. Okay, so let's see what chat. Why is chat talking about a giveaway? I know you recently had a giveaway. That's really cool.
I had a few, but they
Oh.
are talking about a giveaway.
Yeah.
See, gave away mousepad.
PS5? Wait, really? Can I go win a PS5? I want to go do that. They gave away an RG. Yeah.
I remember seeing something about that. They partnered up with PS5 or some type.
Oh, wow. You know, one thing that was really interesting, I bought an ROG Phone 3, and I didn't know that they were going to have it as a prize. So I bought it, and I was like, I was talking about it on stream a lot, and like, chat was always like, oh, show us your phone when you get it, right? So I made a video out of it.
Right.
And the timing was so funny because like when I published the video, or like when I was halfway through recording the video, MiHoYo Honkai had like an RG Phone 3 as a prize in one of their giveaways. And when the video went up, a lot of the comments were like, MG, did you win the ROG? Is this the one that you won? It's like, no, I had to buy it. Okay, stop rubbing in. Stop rubbing it in. But yeah, it was really fun. Yeah. So I mean, it's really nice to have, like, also on that topic, like, it's really nice to have, like, finally have a gaming phone. My phones before that were just, not built for gaming. They were burning my hands because of how intense the games were. Yeah.
I want to invest in one. I keep looking at the Red Magic 6 or the ROG. There's a new phone that ROG
5.
recently released.
5.
Yeah, the ROG 5. That's what it was.
They skipped 4 because like Chinese superstition is like 4 yeah,
I remember reading about that somewhere.
Yeah, 4 in Mandarin is sounds like the word death. So there'll be it's weird because like I've also like encountered that before. Like I've been to like hotels where like they changed the word the 4th floor to be like I don't know, recreation floor or something. And
recreation floor.
Yeah, they'll put like their swimming pool there, so it's like 1, 2, 3 R 5, 6, 7, 8, and I'm like, interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they did that for the RG phone as well. But yeah, I think like RG is really top of the line, but it's more expensive. And then like, and I'm also not saying this because like I'm partnered with Nubia, but Red Magic is like it's more affordable. And I bought RG blindly because like I was like, okay, what seems to be like a really Chad phone, and I was like, oh
yeah,
so I bought it, and then I realized like there are like Red Magic. I think their selling point is that they also have kind of top of the line tech, but it's half the price. So that's something to consider. If it really depends on like how far you want to bring it. Because from all the reviews that I see about RG Phone 5, and suddenly we've gone into a topic of phones, but it's related, mobile game.
Yeah, mobile game.
But all the reviews I've seen on 5 is that it's that powerful, but do we need it? You know, a lot of it is like, oh, it has this, but it's not necessary, but like they thought they could do this, you know, they could do that. But not gonna lie, it'll be really cool to own. But because the release was so close to me buying the previous model, I'm gonna skip that one. But I don't know. Like you could probably consider getting it. It's just a bit of like on the high end with pricing.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
I might look more into the Red Magic then. I'm looking at it now. I'm looking at it now. It looks really good for the price.
Yeah, it does. Like I thought like the selling point for RG Phone 5 was because they used Snapdragon 888, and then like Red Magic like immediately came up with one that was like half the price, and I was like, wait a minute. Yeah, and like fortunately enough they sent me one, and then like I did a video about it, and I was like, wow, it's actually it performs. Like I don't want to, that's the thing, even though I'm like not working with RG or Asus is the company, I don't want to like throw anything under the bus, you know. I'd never like to say like this game is better than that one, or that this phone is better than that one. But in certain things, you know, the performance,
I'm with you on like, let's just highlight the benefits of what we enjoy, right?
Rather than like put something down. But like in certain things, like you, for half the price, you wouldn't expect it to actually perform on the same level, is what I would say. So it's something I can say now on like a podcast, but it's definitely something I can't make a video of because it'll be like, then I'm putting this brand down, you know. So honest opinion. You spilled tea, guys.
Spilled tea. No, it looks good. I'm gonna have to check this out. I've been needing a really good gaming phone because a year ago, I was like, oh, like I'm not gonna play any mobile games, console game only. And then Genshin came out, and I was like, oh, well, Genshin's on PC and mobile. I guess that kind of doesn't count. But I was still playing it on my phone. And then I got into Honkai, and I'm like, oh, well, you know, Honkai eats away at a lot of resources, but we can barely make do. And then PGR is coming out, and I'm like, oh
yeah.
I'm really getting into mobile gaming now. Like I actually have multiple mobile games, and I feel like my phone is no longer happy with me playing all these high-end games on the phone constantly.
Yeah, a lot of people have been asking like, hey, is the RG Phone 3 like RG? No, not RG. Yeah, RG, some people have asked, but I think more people have asked me about Red Magic 6 now. Yeah, I don't know if it's because I'm not actively like pushing. I try not to be like a hard sell kind of person, but like more people have asked like, is that phone like genuinely good? I think it's because like the price is more affordable, and like I've been saying but I'm also surprised like it's really at the time that more people are switching phones. So yeah, it's nice to see that like people are getting more accepting about mobile games also.
Have you tried? I don't know if you have. Do you have the Red Magic 6?
Yeah, it's fun fact. It's actually the camera that I'm using right now.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
You look really good.
Why? Thank you. Yeah. So
Is
I
it like
have, I have like an
lighting trick or
older phone. No, I have like an older phone. This is the Huawei Mate 10 Pro, the one I was using before I bought the ROG. And then it was really like Genshin came out, and it lags when I play ROG. When I play Genshin. So I had to like get a better phone, and that was when I looked at the ROG. So I have the ROG here. And usually I use the Mate 10 Pro as my camera, but right before stream, not gonna lie, I checked it and it only had like 10% battery. I was like, oh no, I screwed up. Which of my phones has more battery? Like, oh well.
It's good that you got multiple phones.
Yeah,
That's nice.
But it's also not good that I don't have a webcam.
Yeah, I will say you look really good on camera right now. So
why? Thank. Okay, wait. Let me just take care of this. Okay.
how does 165 refresh rate look like on a phone? I have
Oh,
to
it
ask.
looks really good because
It looks really good.
yeah,
Oh.
my like of my two monitors, the highest one is only 144 hertz. So like having it's really the first time I see 165 in a long time. Yeah, so it was surprisingly good. And that's also one thing. Like I think the RG Phone 5 has 165, but the RG Phone 3 only has up to a 144.
144.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm. Okay, we've gotten rid of that situation in chat, guys. All good, all good. Well, that was it. That was, honestly, I'm gonna touch on. I try not to touch on like toxic people because like you don't want to bring the attention. You don't want to give them the attention that they want. But it also really amuses me sometimes. I don't know why. Like, the things that they do is toxic, but I always find it funny, even though it's done to my stream.
Confusing.
Yeah. I always laugh at it.
I get it all the time. I got a comment on one of my videos, and I was like, oh, like super cringe or da 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 da. I'm like, oh, like sorry about that. Like I'm a super loud, emotional, super sensitive guy, but I know this awesome content creator that like is like more chill and like more vibey. Like check him out. He's super awesome. That's all I said in the comment, and then like he deleted the comment, and I've never seen like another comment on the channel again. So I think it's weird how like I don't know what the word is. They seem like they want to confront you, but then like when they're actually like mentioned, they
kind of just want to bait. I feel like maybe they want to bait out like some kind of like bad side of the content creator, and then like sometimes they kind of figure out like, oh, this guy probably just either like, I mean, not everyone can be like as patient, right? So maybe the person has like a template answer for just to deal with this, or they're just genuinely not triggered most of the time. Yeah, so also Galaxy Crystal, thank you for being a member. Wow, that's very rare for me.
Hey, Galaxy Crystal, thank you for becoming a member of the Knights.
That's very rare for me because like I mean, I feel like that's also one thing I was wanting to talk about. Like you and I have like very different communities, I feel. And like yeah, I honestly I feel like your community is like, my community is also positive, but it's not focused on like the content creator, whereas yours I feel like is. Mine is more like content focused. So like if I post something that's like not something people want to see, they won't like, how those channels are. It's like people come for the content or people come for the creator, and sometimes people come for both. I feel like I'm more of like the content has to hit, and then also like, oh, the guy who's doing it is not too bad. But like the good thing for you, and I like that's really good. I'm really happy for you about it. It's like people actually come for you, so that's really great.
Yeah, I'm very lucky, and to this day I said it before stream, but like I don't know. I got extremely lucky with the community I have. Like the kind don't get me wrong. I get a lot of hate. I get a lot of hate daily. I mean, the kindness though just like drowns out any hate that I get every single day, and it's an amazing community, and I got very lucky with it. Yeah. I don't even. I wish I could be like, oh yeah, man, like content is so good. What can I say? I'm an amazing. I can't describe how I have like. So I'm sponsored with Madrina's Coffee.
Oh yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
Yeah, and I've talked to other sponsors before, but like long story short, not to call out names, but they always say like the reason we're reaching out is because of your community. Like that's usually the first thing that every partner and sponsor always says. And then they'll mention like, oh, the content is great and like we appreciate like you got this many views, but the first thing they always say is like it's the community, like your community is like really good. So I always try to do my best to show thanks to the Dream Team fam / my community just because it's super nice. What's nice though is like a lot of the community is Honkai, and we're collabing right now with this podcast, so hopefully real ones that are in the Dream Team fam will subscribe to MG, and if like you're an Unreal one, you know, maybe become a member. I don't know.
Yeah. I also do have your link in the description, so everyone go drop a sub or join Unreal Dreamers community. But also I saw something in chat. Is he actually playing or is this pre-recorded background footage? I'm playing, guys.
Heck yeah. It's not pre-recorded, I can vouch.
Oh wow, thank you for joining. Holy
heck yeah, man.
Okay, well, wow, that is unexpected. Holy. Can sub to MG if you already are.
The vibes have been absolutely amazing. It's not every day where I can talk to a creator and like be open about a lot of stuff. And you've been super welcoming, and I'm happy to be on here.
Yeah. Oh, you know, that's one thing that's really funny because like I don't know what people expected out of like us being on like the same podcast. I totally thought like it'd be going exactly the way, you know, we're having it now, but like on stream like a few days ago, because I've recently started streaming on Twitch, and people were like they kind of expecting maybe something different because like I said, because we're like on different ends of like personality, right? So they're like, it's gonna be chaotic, it's going to be crazy, it's gonna be like I said I don't think so, guys. You're probably like expecting a totally different stream, but you know, it'll be fun. Tune in, and yeah, I bet you some of them are here. But
no, I have a lot of videos where I know for a fact a lot of people know me for like my crazy. I'm a crazy hype loud guy like the majority of the time, but I love to talk and vibe a lot, and I do this a lot on my stream too. I want to say a lot of the community only knows me for my reaction videos based off of comments. So because of that, they probably they assume like that's me all the time, you know?
Yeah, that's the internet.
Yeah, whereas if you're on the stream, like you know, I go through all of the moods very quickly. Burst of Thunder gameplay. I'm sorry, I'm a huge May fan.
I mean, oh no, I can't use her anymore. Jeez-o. Okay, yeah, but I mean, okay. Let me just switch my team. But yeah, I mean, I did think like we're probably like not gonna be, you know, it's not gonna be like what. I don't know what they were expecting, but it's definitely not going to be on that level of like we can't get along or anything like that. Like especially like after jumping into like one or two of your streams, like I've always wanted to see like how you were doing like in Genshin as well. So recently you did one for the hang on, Leibniz Lagura. Thank you for joining. Wow. That's crazy.
Lagura becoming a knight. Let's go.
Okay, yeah,
we got another Harvester. Yo, Harvester for the fam.
You know,
thank you for becoming members.
He is one of my mods. He's also one of the official Honkai Impact 3 mods on I think Discord and Facebook. and he's also one
Yep.
of the official Genshin Impact mods recently. So that's kind of
Oh,
crazy. Wow.
wow.
Yeah.
That's Carissimo! Look at that! We got
Holy
let's go!
Oh, thank you guys so much for joining. Wow, that's crazy. I mean, look, I'll be honest, I've moved a lot of my long streams to Twitch, so I really was expecting nobody to join here on YouTube because like all the streams are there and like joining or stuff are like stream stuff. But thank you
Yup.
so much. I really appreciate it. Wow.
Ah, my man Island XD is in the chat, becoming a member. Let's go.
Whoa, thank you, Island XD. Thank you so much. Yeah, so one thing about that, like Knight and Paladin actually follows the BP system in Honkai. That's why it's Knight and Paladin.
Oh, you're right. I just realized that.
Yeah,
That's super smart.
I was like, okay.
Arcus!
Whoa. So I had to. Oh, wait. How are you getting the notifications before me? Okay.
Oh, I'm looking at your chat right now.
I'm also looking at my chat, but it popped up for you before it did.
Oh, that's interesting.
And someone followed on. Wait, didn't I mute my Twitch notifications? Why did? Okay, well, thank you for the follow on Twitch, whoever that was. Also, thank you for Arcanist for joining and becoming a member on YouTube. Thank you so much. But yeah, now thanks to all the members joining, I have lost my train of thought. Let me.
I'm sorry.
Adrian Dela Cruz, thank you for joining. Wow. Whoa, holy. Let's see. Where was I with that? Well, we'll get to it later, I guess. But I was in the process of switching my team to a physical one, so that's what we're gonna do. Well, I try to remember what I was trying to say, if there is anything I was trying to say at all.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember. I know you were switching from Herschel Thunder because of Jizo to a physical team.
Yep.
And
then we just got lost in chat. The super supportive chat.
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much.
You
Yeah.
love to see it. You love to see it.
Mhm. Oh yeah. I remember now. You were doing like a Genshin stream. So I hopped over, and then you were like taking pictures with like D-Luke and like and I was like, wow. I remember thinking to myself, like, that is probably something that I can't really do with my community, but it's great to see that your community can do that. Also, Void Queen, thank you for joining. Because like that really solidified like the difference to me of our communities. Mine is probably there to see like gameplay. So anytime there's no gacha or like intense gameplay happening, people will just be like lurking or tune out. But yours is like so wholesome because like when I let the story run, it's also a thing that I always have at the back of my mind. Like, do I sit here and enjoy the story, or are people just here to see me like kill monsters? You know? So yeah, so it's really different. And like when I was over there, I was like, yeah, I like the mood, you know. That's really cool that your community is like there for you, and like they like to see you do that, and mine just doesn't.
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay.
Maybe we start doing more collabs or more podcasts, or maybe you find another content creator, or who knows where that goes, and in the future, you know, all the communities start to blend.
Yeah, probably.
And that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, that will be. Yeah, but also like for me, that's just something because you also used to stream on Twitch. So before touching on like why I moved to Twitch, move some of the type of streams to Twitch. Like obviously we're having the podcast on the YouTube channel, but yeah. So before that, like I did mention earlier that like I scrolled through your past older like content, and that was kind of one of the things that also kind of really gave me like that different view on like, oh, it's probably going to work out really well, because I feel like in your older videos it kind of like I saw like and I don't know if it's gonna sound like a good or bad thing, but like a less explosive version of you.
You saw a focused, competitive me with a lot of my older videos.
Or like, yeah, I remember seeing like an older video where you're like just talking to your channel, and that's one of the harder things to do, because like I was saying, you know, if your community is there for content, they won't watch a video like that. And but if they're there for you, like that, those kinds of videos usually people want to see because they want to know what's up. So I think like your community before and now is different, but like I got to see that or some of the videos that I felt like, oh, this is a different side of like UD that maybe is not so much seen now, because like also because of how the channel is and things are going better. So but it really kind of let me see like, oh, this guy like has so much to him, and like it really really gave me that confidence of having like, yes, this is gonna be a good stream. So yeah, but also back to that, because like before you were on Twitch and then you were doing like, it's really funny how like you were doing that and now I'm doing that. It's like reverse, because like the thing with a lot of Twitch streamers is that they stream on Twitch and then they take some of the clips and like some of the recordings or the hype parts and they put it on YouTube, and then like that's usually typically why people stream on Twitch. But I mean, like, no, not why people stream, what people do when they're streaming on Twitch. But for me, the reason I'm doing that is because like sometimes you want to just do like a long drawn out gameplay, you don't really know where you're going with it, but YouTube needs like a description, a thumbnail, and like and the culture with YouTube is different from Twitch. Thank you for the Twitch follow, by the way. I don't know who's following, but the culture is very different, because like you have to be like on point. The title says this, the thumbnail says this, we have to do this. People tune in and it's not that, they're leaving. Yeah, so that's why I'm doing like more stuff on Twitch, because like it really gives you the freedom of like, I've seen people who they say like, oh, I'm going on a bathroom break, and they leave the screen for like 10 minutes and more people start coming in, and I'm like, this is wild. You do that on YouTube, it's like people are gonna be saying bye-bye. So so it's really like very interesting how like people expect different types of streams when and because I'm more gameplay focused, I feel like sometimes like playing a stage multiple times, which is basically the end game gameplay for Honkai, it suits Twitch better. So that's why like, thank you for the follow on Twitch, by the way. I'm not promoting my Twitch channel, and we're just talking about it. But yeah, so like that's the reason like I felt that's, thank you. Also, I don't know how to mute it. So we're gonna have to bear with it. You probably can't hear it because like you're listening to it to like this.
I can only hear your beautiful voice and the amazing gameplay.
Thank you. But yeah. Anyway, so I felt that that's more conducive. So that's why we have the podcast here, because like, oh, title says chat with Unreal Dreamer. Thumbnail also says that, so that's people come here expecting that, and that's what we're doing. Yeah, but like imagine like having to do like 100 different thumbnails for like 100 different streams, and not knowing what to title them, not knowing what you're gonna do or it's gonna lead. Yeah, it's for gameplay. No. So
it's so tricky. And I will say that is the biggest reason why live streams are successful, is because every stream has like there's a show of the day for that stream.
Yeah.
Whereas on Twitch, it's the culture is just, you just hop on and you kind of see what you do,
Yeah. I mean, not to take away from like the content creators or the streamers who do plan it, but yeah, I would agree. Like it's totally just hop on and see what we're gonna do today, kind of a thing.
And then on Twitch, it's like Twitch has always been a live streaming platform. YouTube has always been a click on video, get information or value from said video, move on to next video, right?
Yeah.
And YouTube is only just barely going into the live streaming. So because of that, like the culture is very different for the most part. I think the only reason why like you or me could have gameplay and it do good or decent is because of Honkai community itself. Honkai community is one of the most passionate communities.
It is.
Like
for sure.
In gaming. And I've been in a lot of communities. The only other community that comes close is PGR and Square Enix. Those are the only two.
Interesting that you would say PGR because it's such a new game.
Yeah, so it's not even global launch. And I did the beta, the closed beta, and streamed that, and I did a few videos on PGR, and I uploaded it to Bilibili. Whoa. I wasn't expecting the huge what's the word? A positive reception and feedback from so many different people. I was like, whoa, like this game is a lot bigger or a lot more well loved than I thought. And then looking into it, it's just like these games are extremely passionate because people, I think, appreciate how both Honkai and PGR are both free to play games, both have amazing stories, both amazing music, right?
Yeah.
So maybe we're just more grateful as gamers, possibly.
And I'm also glad that you say that because sorry, I jumbled up say and said and I kind of went in between. But anyway, I'm also glad that you
No, you're good. You're good.
that you said that because like when I first went into the PGR scene, it wasn't as the community wasn't, and I don't want to like talk bad about like any community. I like both of them, but I feel like a year ago it was a little harder because like people were, and it's usually it's the minority that is the loud minority that's like trying to like stir things up, but there were a lot of people who were like, oh, this didn't work out for me in Honkai, like I don't like this change in Honkai or that, and like they jumped over thinking that this is gonna be like the way I make them, I spite them, and because it's a game, it's like a similar gameplay, like it's in the same field of like
it's in the same genre. So.
Yeah, exactly. So like it wasn't the best community to be in. That was why like I also like dropped my activity. But I feel like I was also like in the wrong community because now like there's an official server, and that was what I was waiting for, like an official EN server, so that it'd be a more conducive environment. But I think like I just maybe wasn't at the right place at the right time. I feel like you want to go in.
Just jumping on what you just said, not being at the right place at the right time. So I noticed it when I came into Honkai. Fam, I love you guys, and we've gotten so much better at this, myself included. When I first got into Honkai, I did Honkai video, Honkai stream, or I did like 4 or 5 videos, and then I did a Honkai stream, and then another Honkai stream, and then I did a Genshin video, and there was a lot of backlash on the Genshin. But there was a lot of positive comments as well, but there was a lot of backlash on the Genshin. And it was from the Honkai community, and from my community.
Okay.
Yeah. And it wasn't like hate, but it was like, why are you playing Genshin when like Honkai is there and you love Honkai, Or like you just said, like the combat is, you prefer the combat in Honkai compared to the combat in Genshin. Like, why are you playing Genshin Impact?
Yeah.
So like I had to start saying in streams and in videos, like, guys, why settle for one when you can have both?
Yeah. I, on
like,
the other hand, was waiting to see you in Genshin because, like, I just wanted to know, like, so that's the thing, like, what came up on, like, when we were discussing about, like, the title that everyone was jumping on, like we said at the start of the stream. To me, it's like, first of all, like, now maybe I can relate to it better, but, like, before, like, my understanding and the way I relate to reaction videos was just not there. It was something like I wasn't really connected to. Also because of like how it was introduced to me. I had a very bad introduction to like the general idea of reaction videos, and and it's like way before like anything like with the Honkai scene. It really was like this one content creator who was like just being really toxic, and she was an anime reaction thing, and there's like so much controversy because there's that issue of like people having to, we don't have to do that with like the Honkai stuff because everything's on the game or on YouTube, but like anime is like you actually have to go buy the content or like sign up for like an anime website or something. So there's that issue of like, they weren't actually like they're showing like the full anime and it's like taking up half the screen, and there's like not too much of a reaction out of that. So it was really controversial of like, are people actually watching the reactions or are they there to get a free view for the anime, kind of a thing. And so that was like my first introduction to like reaction channels. And then I was like, oh, like, is it something that in general on the internet people like don't have a good impression of, or like are they actually good reaction channels? But then it also circles back to me just not being able to relate to reactions because I don't have much of a reaction myself. So I just didn't go into that topic. But like at the back of my mind, you know, that was the first introduction to it. And I was like, oh, so that's, you know, it's like, even though you don't think anything about it, but it's already set there, like always like, oh, that's the general impression I have about it. And then, so it's like, I feel like moving in with that, I didn't have as open a mindset to the just generally just to the word reaction. It's not even like anything about what people are reacting to or who is reacting. It's just that. And then like I started seeing like, I think FBE or something like that, FBE reacts or something like that. You know, they have like, and this is the same example I use all the time, like of like one which really stuck with me is like a real American Sniper reacts to the movie American Sniper. And I'm like, okay, that I can see, because you want to like have the professional like commentary on like, oh, I've actually been on the field, you know, I've actually done this, and like this is how we do it. This is not, you know, because you want to know if the movie is like accurate. So then accurate I like yeah, you know, so like I had, so it kind of like put me in a different, I'm just looking at things from a different perspective, and I don't think that was fair to like most of the content that I was watching, because I had like a different level of expectation. But yeah, like I said, you know, you're also like not fully reaction channel anymore, because like you've done a good job of like moving to like, and yeah, like basically I would say like content that I would definitely like tune in and sit there until the stream ends, kind of a thing. So yeah, good job.
Thank you. Yeah, I before I did reaction video, actually right when I did the reaction video, I mainly did the first one just to check out Honkai, like I said, and then I did it, and I remember being like, I don't want to have too many just reaction videos. I want to actually talk about why I'm reacting and what I loved about it, because like you said, so many people, and once in a blue moon, the only time you'll see a video like that on my channel is if I'm like clipping it from a stream and I already like did that discussion. But usually like so many people just, it's just the beginning to the moment the video ends that they're reacting to. Once that video they're reacting to ends, their YouTube video ends, and then you're just done. There was no extra value besides wanting to relate to the person, which, like you said, not everyone wants to, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think it would be cool if more reactors, myself included, with future videos that I do, I continue to have discussions in the video. They're like, oh, like this is the part that I really loved. This is why.
Oh yeah. You know, I watch like Jacksepticeye, and like he does really long playthroughs, right? And like at the first time, which is really late in comparison to like a lot of people, but the first like full playthrough I saw of his was Death Stranding. And like I watched all the way to the last video, and like at the end of that, like he had like a full 20 to 30 minutes of like just talking about like, oh, I like this part of the game, they did this well, they did that well, and like yeah, that was really like, I feel like that's the way you add value to it, even though he was doing more of like a gameplay thing, but still it's really like in terms of like if you're not doing any gameplay, having that alone is already like really yeah, it adds a lot of value, and like to have the context to it, having that reaction before it is necessary. So like yeah, so that, I mean, it's really nice to like have a better perspective of things. I feel I never want to be like the kind of person who like dislikes something for the sake of like, you know, becoming a hater or something or anything like that.
No, I think you're awesome about it though, because you give valid constructive criticism. I think everyone needs constructive criticism.
True.
Like genuinely, like I'm a lot of my content recently is only half as good because of all the constructive criticism that I've gotten.
Yeah.
So, and you're really good at that, you know, because you know how to.
Thank you.
Yeah, you know how to give criticism where there's actionable advice without coming off as an attack, because it's not an attack. It's just you're trying to help out, you know, and you're passionate as heck about the game.
That is
like
true.
that's a fact, because every single time that you've discussed about reactors or when new creators coming in, it's never been that you don't want to like new people. It's always been about it's making sure that the game is appreciated for what it is and that the community stays as good and amazing as it is, which is awesome.
Why, thank you. Okay, wait. I've been wanting to do this one fight. I don't know if people will be unhappy about seeing, like, it's not a spoiler if I go into this map, but you know, it's it's the collab. It's the collab, and like, it's okay. I'm just gonna go in. Please don't be mad at me, guys. But okay, so with these, yeah, bringing it back to the game. But also thank you for all the nice. Your opinion is very much valued. But like bringing it back to the game, like this game mode has been, I think with the winter wonder, I don't know what it was called. We had like a winter one where we got like one of the Bronya outfits, one of the Wolfstone.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see if I have it here so people can actually remember. Yeah, this one. So we had one of the events with this one, and I have like a few videos on the channel where I did the fight, even though it wasn't necessary. It was like a 9-minute fight of Phoenix 1v1 versus Heimdall. And like, but the comments were really positive. People were like, wow, you're crazy for doing that, because like all you had to do was like go talk to another NPC, trigger something, and the boss disappears. Right. But I was like, no, I'm gonna brute force my way through it. And so it's not much of a spoiler, because like this is also me brute forcing my way through it, but this fight is like slightly easier. So no, I can't skip that. But yeah. Ooh, sneak peek, guys, sneak peek.
Sneak peek. It's in Chinese, so I don't understand anything.
Yeah, all right. So, Winter Rhapsody. Yeah, that was the one. But yeah,
Fantasy. Ooh,
yeah.
Fancy.
So we're gonna have this fight in the background while we continue talking. So I just upgraded her in the story, so I'm hoping to do a little better than before.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kaching. I'm a little. Is there any word that we're gonna be keeping Kaching, or is it still the same that? That's
yeah,
so
event
sad,
only.
She would have instantly have become my favorite in the game in terms of gameplay, I think. I'm pretty sure.
I feel like this weapon is way too OP to be introduced to the game.
100%, I agree.
It's crazy.
It's pretty insane. It's pretty insane.
It's like, oh, you can just keep shooting these waves that do so much damage. Oh my god.
Yep.
Yeah, I've been wanting to do this fight, and I'm like, I don't know if people want to see like anything early in the game, but I just really want to do it. So.
I think it's I think just the fight alone is fine. You know?
Thank you.
Can we talk about how like Yai, Sakura, all of her battle suits are so much fun?
Yeah.
There's not a single one that feels like bad.
It's also like in comparison to Cullen, who has everyone that's bad. Oh no.
We need more Khaled suits, man.
I mean,
pretty please.
I really don't know why they did that though. I love Cullen so much, but damn.
Same.
Yeah, it's just none of it is like actually practical to use.
Yeah, you don't have as many like combos with the Khaled suits. Like I love is it Sundin Jaegers?
Yeah,
I think it's called that. Right?
Yeah.
I love her Hasta La Vista. Oh, I'm Hispanic, so like, hearing Hasta La Vista is like, oh yes.
Yes.
And I love gunslingers. I'm a big gun guy, but besides that, like it could use more combos or like more chain attacks like you see from like First of Thunder or Sakura's battle suits.
Yeah.
Six Serenade is a cool suit. Thematically, it's a pretty cool suit.
So that's one thing I talked about when I started playing PGR. And now they've kind of done it with like Fish. Oh my god, my HP. With Fish being like the first bow character, is Honkai hasn't really been able to. I'm sure it's not like the fault of like the designers or like the gameplay design or anything like that. It's just they never really thought there was a need to look into it. I know like the Hush of the Void is like a good ranged character, but like I feel like PGR did that really well in terms of like making a ranged character. Bianca is like just crazy in terms of like ranged gameplay.
Her and Lee S rank are the best ranged combat I've seen in a game.
Yeah.
I think ever. It's just so good.
Yeah, and that's the thing because like whoa, okay, almost missed that one. Woo, okay.
Ooh.
Yeah, but that's a bit. I mean, okay, Lee maybe kind of slightly feels like Zunjäger, so
Yeah, I can see that. I can see that.
yeah, but like I feel like Bianca, just personally to me, not to disagree with you on that fact, but like you know, like Bianca really feels different to me in the sense of like she's such a good. It just feels different. The feel that comes with the character is like I really appreciate it so much. And I think with Fish being introduced into Honkai, it does manage to like provide a bit of that. But
Yeah.
and I also call her Fish because I was told in German and that's the way you pronounce it. I don't know. I can't speak German yet. Yeah, but I'm trying to learn German.
I have a theory that Kaching and official, yes, but mainly Kaching and APHO is Honkai trying to test the waters and pivot towards characters with more combos.
Ah,
The way that PGR has, because I played APHO before I ever touched PGR, and I placed a closed beta of PGR, and then I came back to Honkai to record a APHO video, which yes, for anyone in the fam, that is coming out soon, and the video audio got botched and it's working. I'm sorry that it's taken so long. But point being is the APHO characters remind me of the multitude of combos you see in PGR, and you don't get that outside of Honkai. And then Fischl and Kaching came, and I felt the same thing.
Ah, okay.
So and we know that Honkai Impact 4 Galaxia was copyrighted, with the copyright saying intent for use, and that could be a variety of things. But hopefully that means that hopefully in Honkai Impact 3 or Honkai Impact 4, if that's a thing, we'll see like more advanced and complex characters as time goes on.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to like I don't know if like there's any news of that or there's any intention of that, but like if they make an APHO 2, that would be awesome.
Oh, that would be amazing.
Yeah, I've been waiting
I
for
know. I think. Do you know how long until? Is it 4.10 or would it be 5.0?
5.0? Yeah.
5.0. Any word on like if a dev stream is coming out soon?
I think the beta is supposed to drop in like a week and a half. Probably.
Man, I really imagine if like for the big 5.0 they announced APHO Part 2. Oh,
that would
man.
be sick. I mean,
that would be amazing.
The hard part about like making APHO more APHO gameplay is that it's not only the gameplay, it's like, oh, I thought I dodged that. Oh, my bad. Just try it again. But it's not only the gameplay, it's also the story. That's kind of hard to expand on.
True.
Yeah.
True.
Someone said beta on 25th. So in 6 days? Yeah, in probably like a week.
Oh, wow,
6 or 7
crazy.
days? Yeah. Okay. I'm looking forward to it. Whoa, I can't skip the CG. I'm gonna try that again. I was pretty close. Oh, but we get this screen. It's kind of insane to see this in Honkai.
Yeah, the Genshin aesthetic screen in Honkai.
Awesome. I was like, wow.
It's kinda nice. I'm not gonna lie.
It looks different too. And I was like, this is the clickbait shot because this sword doesn't exist in Genshin yet. We don't know if it will.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah. Just screenshot this, cut this out, put it in like a Genshin background or something, and people will be like, where's that sword? Leak!
Where's that sword coming from?
Yeah. Yeah, that'll be awesome.
Man.
Okay. My dog wants to go out of the room. Okay, I'm just gonna let me yeah, but we can still talk.
Will she have the judgment cut? Question of the day.
Will she have the judgment cut? Weak weapon, yeah. You're seeing it right here.
Up, Wade. I shall post this to the Genshin community.
Oh no, that's something that like
Oh,
I'm kind
man.
of guilty of. Like, okay, we have like some of the different Discord servers, and then like
Right?
someone made when this costume was yeah, May's costume, the this one when it was first announced.
Oh,
Yeah,
yep.
like this screenshot came out, and then someone made like just pasted the Genshin logo up there, and so I was like, oh, you know what? I could just probably put a vision on that flower right there on her waist.
Oh man.
And so I
then
did
boom.
that, and like neither of us had the intention, but like someone in the server took that image and went to post it on Reddit. And everyone really thought that was the Electro Archon, and I looked at the post and I was like, oh my
Oh,
god, I
man.
just made this image. Am I in trouble?
That's great.
Oh god, yeah. Well, I'm glad that I got taken down in like 2 hours after the post. Oh god. But yeah, fun fact, I'm not gonna do anything like that again. But if you guys want to take that screenshot and put it there, I don't know, not me who did it. Yeah. But this weapon is really interesting. When we saw it in like the dev stream, I was like,
Yeah.
they went ahead and made her that crazy in Honkai.
Yeah.
She is just insane.
Night and day. And I think it's funny how they took the one character that gets memed on in Genshin to get this huge buff inside of Honkai Impact. Like,
That is
hey.
true. That is true. I mean, they need to do her some justice. I love the
Yup.
character, but like I have her at like level 90 and fully equipped in Genshin. I don't really know how to deal damage. I'm just gonna play around with the sets and see if I can do anything about it. But you know,
Yep.
I think the community is saying that she just won't go to that level of damage. I don't know. Ooh.
One day, I have faith. It's just a matter of time.
Yeah, you know, that's something that like I've been thinking of since the release of Genshin. Like, if they were gonna have like the awakened concept of like, oh, this is like this character, but there's this other version. Yeah, like for example, like Tartaglia has like the awakening of the delusion version, and then like if they have that,
Dude,
yeah.
I'm
as
so
an
glad you
awakened-
said that. I've been theorizing and thinking that, like, what if they do like a battlesuit system in the future
Oh yeah.
for Genshin Impact with the foul legacy like type of like techniques that they learn in Genshin, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that would be so freaking cool.
But also, like, that brings me back to something I saw, like, early day Honkai. People thought... I remember seeing, like, this content creator, rather huge, but, I can't remember who it was exactly, saying that
Yeah.
they thought it was lazy. The battlesuit system was lazy because it's the same character, but, like, played differently or, like, dressed differently. And that's one
Yeah.
different character? Like, you know, that kind of a...
Yup.
Yeah, but I feel like it actually... from a gameplay standpoint, it kind of makes sense because it's organized. Like when you see Yae Sakura, you expect like this type of gameplay. You know, when you see
Yep.
Mei, it's like, oh, she's gonna be using a sword, and gameplay's
Yep.
gonna go like this. So, yeah, I mean, I can see how it looks lazy, but man, it's actually really cool.
Yeah, my counter argument to that
Whoops.
argument that I always say is in Devil May Cry, you typically only get 2 to 5 characters tops.
Mhm.
And in Honkai, it's a free-to-play game, and we get more characters with more variations that you don't see in Devil May Cry, with almost like the same, if not better in some cases, high-quality gameplay that you would see. And to be quite honest with you, I'm an avid, not to tilt any Devil May Cry fan. Y'all know I love Devil May Cry, but in terms of like character depth and character development, you see a lot more in Honkai Impact. So yeah, you know.
Yeah. I mean, maybe part of like the Devil May Cry thing is also like the mystery is part of the fun kind of a thing.
Yeah.
So
I
maybe they're
think
going for that.
the Honkai devs even said that they're huge Devil May Cry fans in one of their dev streams. I remember seeing.
Yeah. I remember like I have this friend of mine who's like super Nintendo fan. And I remember he said like the ongoing meme title for Honkai early on was what was it called? Bootleg Near Automata, I think. Yeah. So I was like, wait, I thought it was Devil May Cry. And he was like, no, that's the word. That's the one I heard. Near Automata. I was like, okay, okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
Interesting.
Funny that later on we hear that PGR collabs with Near Automata.
Near Automata.
Like, okay, okay. Yeah.
It's happening.
Yeah, that's a really cool collab.
Oh,
I mean, are you one of the people who are like thinking that there is space on the internet for PGR to collab with Honkai one day?
Oh, 100%. I think it would be. I think it would be one of the coolest collabs ever. If it ever like happened. One of the biggest reasons why I think so is the light arc with like Bronny and Sakura, right? They could totally do like an alternate verse of that with PGR, and you bring in like a character or two from PGR, and then you bring in a character or two from Honkai, and you cross meld both characters, and I think it would be great time on both. Like if we could get Hersher of Thunder animations in PGR, that would be, or not Hersher of Thunder, sorry, Hersher of Sentience, like her old animation in PGR, right?
Oh my god, that would be insane.
That would be crazy, just like Kaching from Genshin in Honkai, right?
Yeah.
Like you just do some for fun limited character event, and then you bring in like I don't know, like Alpha or some big character over from PGR, and then you give them a huge buff that's limited in Honkai. Dude, I think that would be so freaking cool.
That would be insane. I would really like to see like some of the Honkai characters, like how they play out in PGR. In like the setting of PGR. That would be really fun.
It'd be really, really, really cool.
Yeah, that was one of the things like early on that was kind of like I said, wrong place, wrong time, but like in that different community, like people were so against the idea, and I was like, why not? You could play both games, what's the difference?
Yeah. Yeah, it's like why settle? I say this all the time. Why settle for one when you can have two or three?
Yeah.
And what's cool about it is once, like right now I'm trying to get caught up with Honkai, but once I'm caught up with Honkai, then I only have the content for that one patch, and then you finish the content for that one patch the week of, and now there isn't too much content for you to do. You have to wait it out a little bit. Or you could just hop onto Genshin.
Yeah.
And then you do that patch, and then if you happen to finish that, then you can hop on over to PGR, and then by the time you finish PGR, boom, new Honkai story.
So that's your schedule. But yeah,
that's my schedule. Yeah.
PGR is gonna have so much to unpack that you're just gonna have so many streams to be doing to like catch up with it.
100%.
PGR's story is also like very, very interesting. And it's not that people don't appreciate it. It's just that it's totally like only on the Chinese server for now, or Japanese server, so like nobody's gonna understand it at the time being. So my three biggest signs for a good story from developers, which is why I gave Honkai a chance, is the art good, is there detailed descriptions on the characters, and is the music good? And if you have those three things, 9 times out of 10 I've always seen the game has amazing story. I wasn't wrong with Honkai. PGR has those three things. I'm assuming, and from what people tell me, PGR is gonna have great story as well. And I'm so excited. The story is next level complicated, I would say. Yeah, I've heard. I will say though, Honkai's is pretty complicated too. Yeah. So I think I'm prepared. I think. Never say never, but we'll see. We'll see. I will say I was not expecting the complexity and the depth to Honkai's story. Like I knew it was going to be great, and then I read the manga and I was like, "Whoa, this is next level." Yep. But on like the topic of like story complexity, my benchmark is always Kingdom Hearts. Oh yes. Dude, I loved Kingdom Hearts as a kid. Kingdom Hearts is always like, it can't get more complicated than this. It can't get more complicated than that at all, man. It was already so complicated, and then they throw in like time travel, and you're like, dude, where is this going? Dude, oh my god. Wait, so that guy is the same dude from like
50,000 years ago, and like it's crazy.
He's trying to multiply himself, and like,
Yeah.
oh my god, what is this?
Every character is that one character in some fashion or form.
I can't even follow anymore, but I'm still such a big fan of it.
Same.
Yeah, it's really interesting because like, I mean, to go off on a tangent, but back then it was like Disney and Square Enix, like it's pretty much like exactly what this podcast is. Like they're on two different ends, but it still works.
Yes, exactly.
Because like
exactly.
Disney is like, you know, Disney is like, oh, all fun and games, kids watch it.
Yeah, but the Square Enix is like mad dark and like adult
Yeah.
themes, so it's like, whoa, that mix.
Yep. Like I don't think anyone was expecting like that level, but it was also what drew me to it because like, oh, that's so interesting to like see if it works
Yeah.
out. And it did. Oh, I'm losing SP. I'm losing SP. No. All right, let's go. How did I die? Okay, never mind. We got this. Ooh.
Oh,
This last bit of HP is giving me... Okay, we got this. My amazing weapon is gonna... Okay.
Hanky.
Oh, how did that happen?
Nice.
Wow. 7 minutes and 50
Did you,
seconds
did you see that you were literally at 1 HP on
Yeah.
Sakura? Oh, that's why I went quiet. I was like, what are the odds?
She was like 700 HP or something, and then there was something in the map that was draining her HP. That's why she was
crazy.
1. Oh god. Ooh. Okay, let me just read through this real quick. Okay, that's it. Woo! Yep, I cheesed my way through it. Okay, no spoilers. Yeah, otherwise you're gonna have to find like some story kind of solution for that. I'm all about the combat. Literally 1 HP. Woo! Yeah. Also, that's one thing like characters get when they come over to Honkai, the victory pose.
True.
Yeah, we don't get to see that in Genshin because, like, I mean, I guess they could do it. Also, Fenrisk in the chat. Hello there. He is, like I mentioned earlier, my first guest on the very first podcast stream that we had.
Hey!
Yeah. And
Nice to meet you. Virtually, online.
yep. In a way of meeting, but still. Yeah. So I mean, that's also one thing about like this doing this podcasting. I remember I told them that it's just really refreshing to like be able to like reach out and talk to other content creators.
Yes.
For the longest time I really didn't do that or didn't know I had it in me to like be able to like, you know, it's the thing with gamers is like, oh, can I really handle like a social situation kind of thing? Yeah, but you know, I started with like speaking to Fen, and then like we did more and more stuff. My previous guest was also like really cool, Adrock Z. They're all like on the Twitch side of things, and because I've always said like I feel like Honkai scene is more on YouTube. But these guys are also like really passionate about the game, so that's why like we started there. But no limitations, you know. You and I are both like mainly on YouTube, so yeah. You know, anyone's welcome. Almost anyone.
Yeah, it's a welcoming, passionate community, man.
Yeah, I mean, I have to say almost anyone because like, I mean, sometimes it's not that. It's never personal. Sometimes the person just might not be like we might not be at the right place and the right time of like you know our content.
Yeah,
should be,
sometimes it's not a good fit. You know.
Yeah.
Not every personality is good and is able to mesh in the. And sometimes it just feels what's the word? It's just not right for the community at that time. You know.
Yeah. Right. Let me just farm Beethoven. We're gonna get Beethoven, guys. Okay.
Ooh.
Yep, it's in the we can farm for it on 4.9 when it hits. So I'm gonna get it here.
Oh, I didn't catch that. It's farmable now.
That is, yeah, and it's really surprising because it's so useful in terms of like gear. So
I see it recommended a lot. Holy smokes, that's amazing.
Yep. I'm thinking I put it here because like she activates her ulti. I don't know. We'll see. Okay.
Yeah, that's exciting. I was literally talking like 2 streams ago how Honkai should start making certain sets like grindable, and a lot of people were saying no, and I'm like, why not? Make it grindable, but also make it available through Gacha, so you have both options.
Yeah, the first one
exciting to see.
That was like a real surprise I feel was Anna Shariak, because she was so powerful in terms of she is so powerful in terms of like ice elemental stigmata, and
Right.
like yeah, I never thought that it would be like starting off as like an F2P set and then moving on to being available in gacha, so that's pretty crazy. So I feel like, yeah, I always say this, like people, I feel like me saying it doesn't carry as much weight because I will in my main account, but I always feel like Honkai is a really F2P friendly game, which is not something you see that often, and
Yep.
truly like F2P friendly.
Yep. Yeah, that's a fact, especially with so many other games in the same genre that really try to get you to pay because you get gated after a certain level. You know?
Yeah,
And it's
yeah.
super awesome if you don't have this issue in Honkai at all.
And
Who
they've
was
been
the person that was creating all the crazy red slices when you had the AE Whirlwind up? Or not AE, sorry. Celestial Hem Whirlwind up.
I think it's the Starlight Astrologos. It's her costume that turns it
Oh,
red.
that's what
Yeah.
it is. Got it. I was like, whoa, that's nice.
Yeah. Okay, wait, let's try to. Okay. I'm just gonna do this.
I see you with the Klee Terry dodges.
Yep. Also, do you have an opinion on that costume?
I think it's pretty hilarious. You know what? You know what's funny about that? So it just got confirmed. Well, maybe I shouldn't. Have you played?
Oh,
No, I'm not gonna spoil it.
T
I'm not gonna
guys,
spoil it.
Unreal T. You should
I'm
make a
not-
brand out of that.
I was actually the community memes about Unreal Coffee and Unreal Tea a lot, and I'm a big coffee guy, so
Yeah.
I'm actually planning on making that happen. I
Wow.
don't know when, but I do want to make that happen
That's
eventually.
a big move. I'm looking
Yeah.
forward to it. Yeah, but
it
you
will
were
it
saying.
will happen.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm not gonna spoil, but all I will say is
Mhm.
Klee doesn't look. Man, there's no way to say it without spoiling. I'm not gonna spoil. So what I will say is there's a similarity between Terry looking like a child and not being a child, and Klee looking like a child and is a child, but it's the fact that Terry doesn't age is very interesting. So for both of them to share like the Klee outfit, and they're both like childlike, you
Wait,
know?
that's also actually one point that's really interesting, because like maybe I'm just thinking maybe the Honkai community doesn't really see Theresa as like a kid. That could be adding to like a bit of the not so fitting costume. But my main points on like why it's not so fitting. So one of it is because of the neck. If you realize, like on Genshin, the smaller size characters,
Oh,
the smaller
you're
size
right.
characters have their proportions like enlarged because they're so small that you wouldn't be getting much of out of the character model if they were like, not like in a cute state, like chibi state kind of thing. So they have like their heads slightly bigger and like, just so that they're not that tiny, like in the whole map. And because Theresa is like properly proportioned, and I feel like one way you could fix it, maybe the scarf could be thicker or higher.
I was just gonna say they should just make it a super thick, fluffy scarf.
Right? That could be a way to fix it. But
Yup.
also the first impression I got out of this was that the head looks like someone did a
just gonna say
poor job of like copying and pasting.
Yeah. Her hair looks like it's it's a lot bigger than her face.
Oh god.
And then
Oh.
it's like her face is so tiny compared to her hair and the hat. It's crazy.
Oh no. I mean, all things considered, they did quite a good job, but like I think it's really the proportion thing, because like the legs might be a little too long to kind of sell
Yep.
it. Maybe they could have like longer socks or something.
Yeah.
That might I don't know. I mean,
Maybe
I'm pretty
maybe
sure.
like a longer like outfit. I don't know, like the dress itself.
Curse Quee, I see in the chat. Oh no! There's
It's the
one.
elfiest of Klee.
Oh no. Yeah, but there is a nice touch to having like Judah on the back, right there.
Wait, someone in the chat said Kong Ming long leg vibe. I wonder if that's a play on Kong Ming's long leg. Hawkeye's very in touch with their memes. I've
Oh
noticed this.
no! I mean, that's the best way to play it. Oh my god, yeah. That's the best way to play it off, that they're memeing, and then
Yup,
design gets like a, whew, okay, we didn't screw up. I can kind of see that. Oh no. Terrorist is real. Long leg Terry. Yep. Just for how short she is, she sure has long legs.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Oh my god. I don't know. I mean, I've been meaning to like go do the edit, but I haven't had the time to like just take the screenshot, go increase the size of like the scarf a little bit.
you wanna fix the outfit.
I sure hope I don't offend some designer in MiHoYo.
I'm sure they would appreciate. I feel like it's, well, I don't know. Who knows? I feel like that's appreciated. I'm pretty sure like the design is intentionally memed. I could be wrong. Maybe.
Yeah,
maybe not,
I go with
but-
that. Except for like the head though. Yeah, okay, we're gonna go with that. It's intentionally memed. I'll go with that. But there is like I mean, like when they do the CG, there's
Yeah.
one shot of her, like it looks okay. But I guess it's just in game, the 3D model just, you know.
Yeah.
I think it's the scarf. I really think it's the scarf.
Well, yeah. Sometimes like the in-game model isn't like 100% like the cinematic is, and then vice versa. Sometimes you see a cinematic character and you're like, eh, looks pretty good, and then you see the in-game model and you're like, whoa, that looks pretty cool.
In this case, though, also
this
like,
case,
kind of looks. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Yeah, no, I'm with you there.
Yeah.
It could have been better proportion and better design, in my opinion, to fit Terry.
I mean, given that they can't do the proportion thing, they would have to reproportion the costume instead of the character.
True.
Like even I noticed that like halfway through playing Genshin, like way before the collab, of like Klee's head is just so big.
Yeah,
It's so
100%.
big. Like with the hat, her head is like bigger than the body of Diluc. Like his entire
Yup.
torso is like smaller than her head. And
You're
like
not wrong.
it's done intentionally because they have to, but then like that makes this all the more cursed. I don't want to say cursed, but like damn. Oh, Fish is in the dorm. Okay. Okay,
Oh,
that's nice. Right. I haven't really been building my Chinese one. My SCA one is good, but
My dorm is guilty of being very empty. I'm not gonna lie.
I feel like you should have like just one stream, but before you do that, like collect all the currency, and then you could like build it with chat, because like you have all the currency, you go in like daily and collect all the stuff,
That's a 5-head idea.
right? So you do everything that's time consuming, like you do the upgrades because they take time, but you
Right.
have so much currency that you can buy every single thing in the store, and then you're like, chat, does this look good? Okay, we buy this, we build it. That would be cool. I'd see
That's genius. See, you're built for this. That's
yeah,
awesome.
kind of. Yeah, maybe. Okay, let's place the characters in there. Okay. I can't remember how to place the characters. It's always a thing because, oh, here, there we go. Because like it's been such a long time since we've come back to dorm. Oh no. Okay. It's
What
such
do
a
we
waste
got?
that we
What do we
can't
got?
put like cutscene.
I always
in here.
forget. I always forget that the stigs can be placed in the dorm. That's so cool.
Yeah, that's really cool. Wait, I don't have her yet? Where is she? No, she has to be in here. They announced it.
Wait, is that Bella?
Am I blind?
Oh no,
Oh,
that's
no.
not Bella.
It's Luna Kindred,
Ah,
yep.
got you.
voiced by the same person, so... Oh, so where's
Mm.
Fish? Am I blind? I'm always blind, but
So am I. I'm the worst person you could be asking. I don't see her though.
didn't they just say she was unlocked or something? I don't know. Oh, maybe. What's chat saying? I always have to go back to chat.
Fisher was Clee's fault.
Okay.
She's not there. Yeah. So chat's saying the same thing.
She's not there, huh?
Maybe in like a future iteration, possibly.
I
Or like a later
guess.
patch.
I mean, I just saw her face. Was it not her face? I don't know. I have to play back the VOD. Interesting. Okay. Well, we'll have to wait for it. Sorry, guys. Baited you guys into believing that she's already in the call. Oh, God. Okay. Well, we'll figure it out. Can you talk about the new Elf anime? I haven't seen the new Elf anime yet.
I haven't seen it yet, but I saw a picture of it and it looks interesting. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm really glad that you also haven't seen it yet. I don't want to be like the only one who's not caught up with stuff.
No, I haven't seen it. I have so many things that I still need to check out, and as much as I want to see it, I've made commitments to other things, so I have to release those things.
Yeah, I've been working on that one video, and like, oh my god, it's such a short video, but sometimes it's like the video is so short, and you're thinking like,
Yep.
I shouldn't be spending this much time on it, but
Yep.
yeah. I'm one of the kind of some videos I just let it go, but some videos like I play it back and that part just didn't hit right. I'm like, no, I have to change it. Oh,
I gotta
God.
change it. I gotta fix it. It's like that creator, like perfectionist,
Right.
100%.
And the worst thing is like, however many times you change it, it's like it's just not there, and you have to
Yeah.
settle for that one version of like, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you understand 100%, man.
Yeah. I've had that. I don't know why. I don't know like why certain videos in particular, but it's just weird.
Have you ever edited a video, you uploaded it, and you felt you really liked the video when you uploaded it, and then the next day you rewatched it, and you were like, why did I do that edit? Or,
Oh yeah.
I should have done an edit like this.
Or like you cringe. I don't know if you cringe at yourself, but sometimes I do.
Sometimes I do. Sometimes
I'm like, why did I say that? Or why did I say that way? It sounds so weird, but it's out
that's
there.
so weird.
And then the
Yeah.
worst part is that in the comments they like it, and I'm like, but dude, I don't. And like people put the timestamp, and they're like, that part was so pog. And I was like, no, it wasn't.
And no, my community takes advantage. They screenshot the moments and then they'll add like text to it, and they'll send me reminder DMs like, oh, you remember this moment? It's like, come on, man. I thought we forgot about that.
Yeah, I mean, well, that's the fun thing about doing it. Okay, let's go upkeep the shop while that's the thing about being an F2P. I have to be so careful about my mithril. Like, oh god, I have so much on like my main account, but over here it's like I have to be so careful of what I spend. Like on my main account, if I see it's astrite, I see it's mithril, I just click. I don't even care.
It's the woes of a free-to-play, man.
It is. It's fun though. It's fun. There's that beauty in the struggle, I guess.
Yeah, you appreciate every little resource a lot more.
Yeah, you do.
Yup.
Alright, just looking through the shop, seeing if I have to do this like on a daily. Oh, I did like a series of like a week in Honkai, which was really fun, but also really tiring. Because like I had to work every day, and then I had to Paimon Emblem.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Ooh, Paimon Emblem.
But it was really fun. That kind of like was the what pushed me to like saying like, oh, I want to stream more on Twitch.
If we this is going off on a tangent, but you just reminded me with the Paimon Emblem. If we ever get a Genshin Honkai collab to where Honkai comes over to Genshin, please give us a pet of Higo. Is it Higokumaru?
Yeah,
Higokumaru.
Higokumaru. Yeah.
Higokumaru, please.
Okay, wait. Would you rather Higokumaru or Aichan?
Oh, 100% Higokumaru. I'm gonna say something and it's gonna tilt a lot of people, and I'm sorry. So, I used to love. Hear me out.
Unreal T, guys, Unreal T.
I used to love Aichan, and then I played APHO, and then Aichan left, and then APHO May replaced Aichan.
Okay.
And ever since then, I've been that one guy that's like, maybe we should just replace Aichan with APHO May.
Oh no! Wow.
So that's just been kind of my stance. Full luck's gonna be bad from now. No, that's not true because APHO May will bless my luck. I believe.
Oh yeah, like friend who I mentioned earlier was like like the Stan Wars. He was like,
Yup.
I'm gonna vote Aichan because then my gacha luck would be
Then
good.
my gacha luck will be good.
And he got some really good pulls after that. So maybe
Ooh,
true.
okay.
Maybe true.
Maybe.
But for the record, I voted Raven.
Yes, 100% Raven.
Yeah.
Heck yeah. I really hope that Fischl might have been like a sign of them working on Raven. And that's pure speculation, right? That's just a pure reach.
But will her main weapon be bow though?
I don't know. What if that's like them positioning like a sniper / like feather, like ranged feather user,
Because okay, my thoughts are I'm really hoping it's a rifle. Also because the divine key is a rifle. But
That would
mainly
be
like
cool.
yeah, I do enjoy like seeing them try out like the mid range. I don't think like we truly have really long range except for the Hush of the Void, but like a mid range combat is really what I've been hoping to see.
That would be
So
nice.
yeah, that is like something I'm really looking forward to. I really do hope. I mean, a lot of people have been saying that like if she gets introduced as a playable character, probably gonna be Claws. Yeah, as her weapon.
What if we had like a Hersher of Sentience mechanic to where like we could alternate between the two?
Wow, that's 5 heads. That's
Dude,
5
that would be so cool.
that has to be an S rank though.
Oh, 100%. I would that would be the first character since Hersher of Sentience where I would actually like drop money
Wow.
for.
That would be
100%.
insane. Yeah.
That would be so cool.
Claw to bow. Wait. She used crossbow in the shooter. So claw to crossbow to rifle. That sounds
True.
crazy.
Yeah, that would be wild.
Interesting. Though it could probably only happen with like one. Like Fuha only has the Hyasho sentience, but like all the others use fists or gauntlets.
True.
So
True.
I'm still thinking like, what would the main weapon be? And in my head, it keeps coming back to like it makes sense to be a rifle because it's the divine key. We're gonna need to put it like in the divine key. But like, I really don't know. Like, I believe a lot of people think it's gonna be claws for some reason.
That would be interesting.
Well, P90 is SMG. Well, that's true. They put a P90 on like Bronya, so anything
yeah,
goes.
You're not wrong. Anything goes. Anything
Yeah.
goes. That's a fact. That is true.
I'm also glad
And-
that the community is open to that.
Yeah.
They're not like why do that and not like have a P90 weapon in the equip slot, like why still have a
Yep.
cannon, so it's good that nobody kind of raged about that.
Yup.
Yeah, but you were saying like you had a point. I'm so sorry.
Oh, no, you're good. I completely forgot. I'm not gonna lie. I'm that guy that like just kind of like goes one way and then completely forgets about where I came from. Not gonna lie.
I mean, it'll come back. We were talking about weapons.
It was Raven weapons.
Yeah.
And then
What?
Fuhua.
Oh.
Isn't it weird how Hersher of Sentience's weapon are the gauntlets, but she doesn't actually like in her Hersher of Sentience like battle suit, she doesn't really like attack with her fists at all.
That is true. That is a very good point.
She's got a claymore, she's got a whip, she's got a sword, but in none of her attacks, Hersher of Sentience is just riding her giant sword.
True. But I feel like, okay, so here's the thing. I feel like with gauntlets, you have a lot of freedom because you only have to be wearing them. And if like you wear the gauntlets and use a sword, you're still wearing the gauntlets.
True.
So like, I mean, it's really smart that they put it on Fuha. It's like totally like
Yeah,
10
yeah,
hits.
you're not wrong because you're always using your gauntlets to.
Yeah.
You could say that. You could say it's boosting your strength.
Yeah, you're like drawing the Honkai energy from it or something. Like
Yeah, I could see
anything
that.
goes, you know. But like, if it's like something else, if I mean, Durandal is then is the one that's more controversial because it's a lance, but she only uses it
True.
with the weapon active on the Ancora.
Dude, Dion Core's animations are dope.
Yeah, it is.
I'm a boxer, like just for fun.
Wow.
And I've been boxing since I was 5.
Whoa, that's nice.
I was so excited to see a character that like, she's like everything. She has perfect boxing technique in her animations, and then she goes into mixed martial artist drop axe kick, and then like rising kick, and then she starts chucking spears. I'm like, dude, oh man. It was so cool to see.
Oh, I remember like one of the bigger Genshin Twitch streamers went over to try Honkai. He played it for a while and then like he stopped, and then now he's like not reinstating, like reviving the account because like he wants to take part in like the Honkai crossover. So like he went over and then like his chat was like extremely hilarious because like he used the Ancora in like the trial stage, and someone was like, holy crap, she pulled out a bow and shot it with her foot, I'm gonna download it right now. I'm like, that is just hilarious to see, like the takes that, because we have such a different look at like, we see it so differently because we're so used to like the world and like how everything is, like all the names of like, I mean, that move is called like Serious Ballista, and we like it, you know, we know it by that, but like seeing people like break it down and describe it in that sense and saying like they're gonna download the game just because she did that was like, it was refreshing. Very funny.
Yeah, no,
I really enjoyed it.
It's cool to see how other, I think it's the best part is when like other gamers from other communities like see something cool about your game, like, okay, I'm gonna download it. You're like, yes, dude, you get me, you understand.
Yeah. It's also like the funniest things that get them is like, oh, because she shot a giant bow with her foot. I'm like, okay, whatever works.
Oh,
that was funny. Like the way they talk about it is just like awesome.
I remember playing Honkai Impact, and there was a Genshin viewer in my chat, and I had Hershey of Sentience. I did the ult, and someone was like, oh my god, is that the Worldo JoJo reference? I'm downloading the game right now. I was avoiding this game. I'm downloading it. I'm a loyal viewer from now on, I promise. Like, okay.
Yeah. Also, on that topic, like Honkai has referenced JoJo so much. Like they did that one with the Archer's Knight. Oh my god, that one was insane.
Oh, dude, I've seen images of that. It looks absolutely amazing.
That was funny. I was pretty surprised when they did that, but I mean, it's all in good fun. They're really open about like who they're fans about, or who they're fans of. One of them like is Eva. I didn't know that Eva was like the inspiration for Honkai.
Yeah, I didn't either. And I remember the devs talking about it, and they were so excited. You could tell like that was a dream collab.
Yeah.
True.
I mean, not to like make it sound bad, but like unfortunately, because it was a biophysical, and then the Hash of Sentience came out, which was also biophysical. I feel like it hurt the collab a little bit, at least a little bit, which is kind of unfortunate. 100%. Yeah. But you know, it's I feel for like the devs because like, oh man, like we finally got to the point. I finally get to do it, and then oh no, we did that as well. But you know, all in all, it was still a good event. I had fun with it. Oddly enough, I kind of preferred like the bike game, the game mode rather than the Wotan one, the Godfather or whatever you call it. Yeah, 100%. That one was a little like, it was interesting, but like it got stale really quickly. But like the bike one was, it was really fun.
That one was too. I love the events, and some of them, I hope it comes back. I don't think it will, but I really hope it does, because that was pretty fun.
A lot of people are hoping it comes back because limited character.
Yeah.
I'm thinking though, like they could introduce like one more character as maybe an S rank I don't think it would hurt the game too much. I might be wrong, but that'll be fun to see.
No, that'd be really awesome to see.
Yeah.
What if we see it for 5? For me, when you move from a big digit from like 4.0 to 5.0, like that's a big jump, and usually game devs try to make it a big deal. I'm hoping we get like a new character or new APHO or just something, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, for me it was also like pretty surprising to see a collab, because Hankai's thing to me was like they never did a collab because they were so strong as a brand themselves. Yeah, so it was like it kind of hit at the, I think it was like the timing wasn't like the best, which was like, oh, I wish the collab was like more hype than it actually was, but I mean they still did a good job.
They did.
Yeah, I like the Tesla. Honestly, I like the Tesla costume better than the Puck suit for some reason.
True, I agree. It's got more of her style, you know.
Yeah, very
more
nice.
Personality in the outfit. I'm a huge like fashion geek. I love all the details and
I'm not.
all of that.
I like seeing characters like wear good stuff, but like I'm not good with fashion myself.
That's fair. That's fair. I grew up in New York City, so like street fashion and all of that is like a big deal over there. So seeing it every now and then in a costume, like with Brawny, her jacket is so cool.
Oh yeah,
man.
Yeah. Oh, I was saying like this one maybe a little bit.
That's a nice.
This jacket is nice, except for the fact that it has like all the leaves. Maybe if it were for me, like I take it out. But I've always been saying like Albedo in Genshin, his jacket I would buy.
Oh man, it kind of gives off like Full Metal Alchemist vibes, which is so cool.
Oh yeah, kind of, you know? But like the hood feels like okay, yeah, I can see it.
Yeah, but like modern. That makes sense.
That was the stream title for me pulling Albedo, Full Geo Alchemist. Because he's an alchemist.
Awesome. Wait, do you have Albedo?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, so jealous.
A lot of people regret not pulling.
I wanted to pull him, but there were other characters that I needed to get, and I'm still like I'm a very budget to play character because I don't have
understandable, yeah.
Yeah, a lot of money. So I had to skip him. I had to skip Zhongli. I had to skip Venti so I could guarantee child. I got Venti and Zhongli second rerun, but now I'm waiting for an Albedo rerun because I could really use him. He looks so awesome, man.
Albedo, I got him in 17 pulls, which was really, it was really hyped. Also, like, Albedo was one of the streams that sticks in my memory a lot because usually on Genshin is like my really just downtime game. So I don't expect people to like come in for the stream and everything. But it got like it was one of my most viewed for some reason. I didn't even do the event like on the day of release. I did it like 4 days later. I pulled Albedo not on the day of the banner's release either, and people came to see it, which was so weird.
Heck yeah.
Maybe they're like, oh, this guy's dumb pulling for a character that no one wants. And like after the banner goes down, it's like everyone wants him.
Yeah. The moment I saw him, I was like, he's got so much swag, and his support ability, his E is insane.
Yeah, it is.
I saw that. I was like, why doesn't nobody want him? You pair that with like a Venti or is anything that procs like reactions or hits. Oh man.
Yeah, it's free damage basically is how I saw it.
Yup.
And like I think at the time people were expecting his ultimate to do like huge numbers. Yep. And because like Geo doesn't have like a reaction that increases the damage that much, like people just thought he was like a throwaway character. But I just saw it as like, wait, you just put this flower? The cooldown is so short, you can just reposition any time? Like, how is that not OP?
Oh, I just saw Fuhua Phoenix Chibi.
Yeah.
I'm so excited for Kazuha. I haven't been this excited for a character in a very long time. Like just Fuhua is one of my favorite characters, and Kazuha looks just like Phoenix Fuhua, which is like aesthetically my favorite Fuhua.
Oh, okay, I see that.
And dude, I'm so hyped for it. I can't wait.
Wait, when is the release again? I'm just so not up to date with Genshin.
No, you're good. It's gonna be, I think it's like 2 weeks from. It should be like 11 days, 11 to 12 days from now.
11. Oh wow. Okay, that's enough time for me.
I've never wailed on a character before. This is going to be the first character I wail on.
Wow, exciting. Yeah.
I know.
I've significantly dropped my spending on Genshin because like I feel like my base is already there, and
There.
I did go kind of crazy when Ganri came out. I C6 her.
yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm trying to at minimum C3 to C4 Kazuha, but
Whoa.
if I could C6, that would be pretty. You know,
That's
like get really lucky.
huge.
That would be pretty awesome.
Oh god. I promised myself like no more C6s, but nah. Just kidding. It's kind of crazy. But also like from a financial standpoint, I guess like C6 is so much better than R5 just because the
Yeah.
weapon banner in Genshin is just totally
It's
it's
bad.
insane.
It's awful, man.
Oh my god.
I remember I came from Genshin. I remember going into the Honkai Gacha, and I see guaranteed, and I'm like, wait, like I can choose my weapon that's guaranteed. Oh my god, this is amazing.
Right? Yeah.
Oh man, it's night and day.
It's yeah. I really don't know why they're like not introducing some of the Honkai systems into Genshin.
It's
But
I don't know.
I
It's
feel
so
like
weird.
one of the possibilities that I've recently thought of is that maybe, just maybe, even though they're under the same company and like it's so easy to collab and everything, I feel like the teams are probably managed differently. So
So I got confirmation that they are managed like on their independent developer teams.
yeah,
They're just in the same company. But still, I feel like
I heard about
you
that
should-
early on. Mhm.
yeah, you should know about, you know, like the systems your cousin game does and be like, yo, that's awesome. And then you go on a Discord call and be like, hey man, how are you still making money doing that? You know, and it's like, oh, we do this. Like, okay, cool, we'll do the same thing, but sadly, no. I wish.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like because like the management on like the different teams are given the freedom to do it, they just like, no, we're gonna roll with this. And that's
Yep.
you know, that's what we're gonna do. If it doesn't work, you know, we could fall back on the old system. I feel like it's the way they're going with it. That's why the weapon banner is so crazy. And hey, there's content creators who like pull R5 every banner release, so yeah,
Somehow,
I guess it's
miraculously.
working out. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's insane though. I don't see myself doing that at all.
I saw Techie spend $2,000 to $3,000 to get his first staff of Homo, and I was like,
Ooh.
oh man, that's awful.
I got lucky with that one. Honestly, I think like 60 pools or something. No, yeah,
Oh,
something
wow.
around that. Yeah, that was insane.
Nice.
That was also at the point where I was like, I'm probably not gonna spend too much, and then I'm seeing like, oh, Staff of Homa, I probably want this, and
Yeah.
I just went for it, and I got very
Oh,
lucky. Yeah.
We've been streaming for 3 hours. I just realized time flew.
Ooh, whoa, wait, 3 hours? Okay, I can't see the time here. Whoa, oh, cool.
Awesome. I'm going to have to call it there because I have
Yeah.
to get a video to start getting edited so I can hopefully release it today. Maybe.
Yeah,
Hopefully, we'll see.
Totally understand.
Maybe. But thank you for having me on. It was an
Yeah.
awesome talk.
Thank you so much. Okay, wait, let me just pull up the stream cover so we can say goodbye. Okay, hang on. I'm gonna pull it up behind us. Wait. There we go.
Dude, thank you for vibing with me for 3 hours. I wasn't.
Oh, it
that's
was-
awesome, dude.
Yeah, it was really fun, and yeah, didn't expect that it would go by so quickly. Also, I'm glad that we did have the gameplay behind.
Yeah.
It's not pre-recorded. We're actually actually playing it.
He is actually playing it. I can
Yeah.
vouch.
Oh yeah, we have the shared screen. But it was a really awesome stream. Thank you so much for being on the stream.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, I really look forward to like seeing more of your stuff in future. And who knows?
Same.
We'll probably like pop pop up in each other's content in future too.
Hit me up in DMs with any questions, no matter how personal or whatever. Anytime, I'm down to talk. The vibes here have been absolutely amazing. Thank you for having me.
Awesome, absolutely amazing. Okay, guys, so we're gonna end off the stream here. So it's UD and MG saying goodbye. Bye bye.
Deuces. Have a good night.